the campaign is starting. Your two characters have just come back from a adventure and going into a tavern. The tavern is called the Whispering Wyvern. The Whispering Wyvern is a cozy, dimly lit establishment nestled just outside of the nearby town. The exterior is made of weathered stone with ivy creeping up its walls and a wooden sign creaking above the door, depicting a wyvern curled around a tankard. The entrance is flanked with two large iron lanterns that cast a warm, welcoming glow. Inside the tavern is filled with the rich scent of roasting meats and spiced ale. The main room is spacious with sturdy wooden beams supporting the ceiling and a large hearth crackling in the far end. The walls are adorned with various trinkets and trophies, including old weapons, maps, and a tapestry that tells the tales of a legendary wyvern. The lighting is soft, provided by a combination of candles and tables and iron chandeliers overhead. The bar is made of oak, polished smooth by years of use, and behind it stands the tavern's proprietor, a grizzled dwarf named Gruff Stonebrew. He has a long braided beard and his eyes gleam with a mix of wisdom and mischief. Gruff is known for his secret recipe of wyvern spiced ale, a specialty of the house that has travellers from far and wide stopping by for a taste. Scattered through the tavern are sturdy wooden tables and chairs, some of which have been carved with initials and symbols by past patrons. There's a raised platform in one corner where musicians often play lively tunes, filling the air with sounds of fiddles, lutes, and the occasional drum. A spiral staircase near the back leads up to a small balcony overlooking the main room with a few private booths for more intimate gatherings. The atmosphere in the tavern is always lively with a mix of locals, weary travellers, and mysterious figures in close, sharing tales, drinks, and the occasional brawl. There's an unspoken code of respect upheld by Gruff that keeps the peace most of the time. Despite this, it is very quiet today with only a few patrons around the bar. Do you want to introduce your characters?
Bears, you can go first.
Yeah, I'll go first. My character is a human, about 6 feet tall. He's wearing grey, whitish tinged robes that overlap his body completely, except for his arms. They're bare, and he's got bandages wrapped around his hands, up to and including like his elbow area. So his whole forearms are bandaged up, and there's like inscriptions on the bandages as they're written. He's got a mask hanging off his chest, which just has some slanted eyes on the mask and no other features, and it's white, covered in a little bit of blood. And he's got a hood up. Do we do the names here or no?
If you want to.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my character's name is Aldo. Reyn Aldo.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, Mr. Aldo, I've been expecting you.
And he kind of carries himself. He's got like not a bandolier, but like he's got like a belt buckle, and it's got loads of different kinds of throwing implements, knives, shurikens, that kind of thing. No other weapons on him though. That's my guy. He's going to walk into the tavern, walk up to Gruff McStonebeard, and he's going to give like a little head bow. And he's going to say, "Ah, Mr. Stonebeard."
Good.
Before we continue, is it fine to use that? That it's not going to go online, is it? That accent?
It's going online.
It's going online. He clears his throat and he says, "Ah, Mr. Aldo,
Good.
1 pint of your finest ale, por favor."
I'd also like to just point out there, you said, Mr. Aldo, 1 pint of your ale, please.
He says to himself, and then he turns towards the barkeep and he says, "And one from you as well."
Want to introduce yours, guys?
Okay, so I am a male dragonborn called Jun'Gall Fi V'Ar. I've got matte green scales which weren't initially green. They were tainted over time as he has been imbued with druidic magic after changing the way his life has gone. The forest has spoken to him, and that is where he's kind of started to learn his druidic power. He is roughly about 6'3", with matte green scales, some scarred from his past endeavours. He's got armour on him, which is quite tight fitting, and he is accompanied by his long-standing companion and friend, the owl bear Pingleton, who's an owl bear with a bandage on his arm.
Is this a full-grown owl bear?
This is a full-grown owl bear.
How the fuck did you wrangle that into this?
Because I can.
Interesting. Okay.
It's only a CR. It's only a CR of 3.
I expected that to be more. To be fair.
No, owlbears are only a credit rating of 3.
Yeah, wait till you hear what other shit he managed to wrangle into this fucking game.
Okay, I'm just thinking I should have tried to wrangle some more.
Yeah. He also, as well as his armor, he has a ring that he has had on him for a very long time, but it has power that he is not fully aware of.
Yeah, Bez, look at his character and look at his ring.
Bez knows about the ring.
I know about the ring.
No,
I don't know why
yeah.
it's here, but I know about the ring.
The armor he also wrangled himself, so...
Hey, you said
he
I could
managed
put
to
whatever
wrangle
armor I
quite a
want
bit, to be
on.
fair.
I've not done anything that I was told I couldn't do.
Did you create that armor, or is it...
Found it. It was a homebrew item, but I found it.
Yeah.
The ring is a 5e ring.
Yeah.
Pingleton, like I say, he's got bandages on one arm, and he also has an eye patch.
I'd imagine you're leaving Pingleton outside, since it would probably be quite
Yeah,
difficult to the fucking doors.
As I enter the tavern, Pingleton just kind of perches himself across the road.
Oh, like my neighbor Totoro. Okay.
Exactly. Like my neighbor Totoro.
Okay. What's the lay of the land in this tavern? Is it quite busy?
So it is normally busy, but at the moment there's only a few people in there.
Okay. Sorry, I just got to clear my throat for this next question. What time is it?
Hey!
I'd say it's probably about just after midday.
Okay, that's probably why it's so quiet then.
Okay.
Okay, I'll go up to the. Wait, have our characters met? Or is this
Yeah,
the first time
have we come together? That is a very vital part of this.
I'd say no.
I'd say you weren't expecting that question.
I wasn't, no.
I'll tell you what. No, I feel like
you haven't met each other.
I feel like, Bez, we should have arrived together. I feel like, like obviously in most campaigns it's adventurers where they've just fucking met and then they've just gone, yep, we're friends now. I feel like, we're level 15 here. Mm-hmm. I feel like our characters have known each other for some time.
Yeah, we've lost like 2 or 3 party members by this point.
Yeah.
What's our objective? Are we just strolled in because it's the closest bar, or are we looking for something specific?
You've just been on an adventure. You're coming just to sort of rest up, sort of thing.
Okay. Cool. I'll turn to Jun'Gall and say, well, that was a hell of a fight we just did. At least a level challenge rated 13 monster.
Yeah, I don't know what one of those challenge rating things you've just said is, but I agree. That was.
Oh, sorry. I've told you about this before because we're such fast friends. But at my old temple, we used to give creatures names and challenge ratings.
I see.
And the last one that we fought, what was it again? Remind me, what was that beast that we just fought?
Oh, well, I mean, you said it was, a challenge rating of 13, I believe you said?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think if I had to hazard a guess, it was probably a storm giant.
Ah, yeah, Storm Giant. Man, I can't believe I got the winning kill on that.
Yeah.
And you spent that whole time trying to get that last kill, but you just couldn't do it, mate.
It's fine. Me and Pingleton, we came out of that fairly
Yeah. You need to
unscathed.
wash him, by the way. He stinks.
Nah, he's cool. It's part of his characteristics, bro.
Don't get me wrong. He is cool. I like Pingleton. The guy just stinks, though. Maybe
Yeah.
put him in a river or something.
Yeah, well, if we come across one, I'm sure we'll get the chance to bathe. But he's happy. I'm happy. So why don't you just chill out as well? I thought, you monks, you were all way of pacifist and peace and stuff. Why don't you practice what you preach, my friend?
I don't preach, which you know because we've been together for so long. I don't preach, mate. I'm looking for a challenge, all right? I want to test my body to its absolute limits.
Okay, Moon Knight, which is a completely random reference that I've just made up.
Oh, Moon Knight is actually a rank in my temple. How do you know that?
Lucky guess. Why don't we just get some drinks? It's been a long day, and I feel like it's what we need to do.
You go ahead and order them because I don't have any money at all. So I'll grab us a table.
I'd check your inventory first.
My inventory.
Yeah, I've added some. I've realised you had none, so.
Well, what luck! It seems as though I've come across some money in my other pocket. I'll get the drinks this time.
Okay, cool. While you're at it, why don't you get some water for Pingleton?
Okay. All right, sure.
I'll go find us a booth, and I'll. Can I roll a perception check?
Oh, first roll.
You can.
Let me find perception. Considering I'm half rogue, I don't have very good perception. That is a 13. Is there anything to note?
As you look around the bar, you notice that there's not much going on in the bar. It's pretty dead, but the people that are in there, you spot that one of them is wearing quite high quality armor, something that you wouldn't really see on many common adventurers. He seems like someone who's been all over the place, has built himself up to get some powerful sort of armor and weapons and things.
Okay. I'll take note of him. And is there any booths next to him?
There's only a few people in the bar, so there's quite a few booths all over the place, so you'd be able to quite easily sit close to him if you needed to.
Yeah, well I'll go perch myself close to him. Is he near a window or anything that I could see Pingleton from?
Yeah, I'd say he's... So if you came through the door and there's a booth straight on the left, he's on the booth after that.
Okay.
With a window right next to him, so you'd be able to look out and see him quite easily.
Sorry, just to clarify, there's a window at the booth, the first one on the left.
There's a window at the booth just between the two.
All right.
So
cool.
he's currently sat at the booth looking at your monstrosity, going, "What the actual fuck is that?"
I mean, I'd like to have thought if he's decked out in armor, he'd have seen an owl bear before, but
Yeah, you don't see many nice ones, I do.
And I'll go park my ass at the in the booth near the window, just so I can keep an eye on Pingleton.
Okay. While he's doing that, I'm going to go, having spied with my passive perception of 14, which is higher than his rolled one, I would have seen that guy. I will walk up to the barkeep, Gruff, and I'll wave to him. I'll say, "Can we get 2 drinks, please? Also, what's the deal with that geezer over there?" And I'll point towards the armored dude.
Hey up, lad, I'll pour you one right now.
Fuck off.
No,
it's been
two. I wanted 2.
2 is that?
2, mate. 2, please.
No worries, sorry, I'm a bit hard of hearing. I've been doing this quite a long time. The guy over there, he's been here quite a few times, quite quiet though. He hasn't really spoken much. every time he's been here. Doesn't really meet with anyone. Just comes by for a drink and passes on to the next place.
Is that weird for this town?
What?
No, I'm asking the barkeep. Is it weird for people to just come in and not speak to anyone and then just leave, or is that kind of normal for this place?
It's hard to say, really. Normally we're quite busy, so there's it's hard to quite really spot people much, but
Okay.
with what he's wearing and what he has, he stands out among the rest. So
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, just the drinks then. Thanks. Shall I wait here or go to my table?
go wherever you need to, lad.
Okay. How much is that?
That'd be 4 silver.
4 silver. Okay.
Damn, the recession
He's all-
really
he's
hit
all-
Anoria really badly.
What is it? Is it 10 silver and a gold?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll add 10 silver. Remove 1 gold, add 10 silver, remove 4 silver. Man, maths is great. And then I will put my fists together and then give him a little bow and then go back to my booth. And then as I approach, I want to give the guy an inspection. Just give him a once over as I walk over. Let me roll. Perception. Bosh, that is a 22.
Woo!
Is there anything about this guy? Obviously, he's got posh armor and that. Is there any like markings or anything that look strange or unfamiliar?
Or
on
like
his armor?
emblems and that. Or...
Yeah.
There aren't really any markings that would stand out to you, but what you do sort of notice is he seems to be a bit on edge. He's shaking a bit. He's a bit constantly moving, even though he's sat in his booth. He seems a bit uneasy for some reason.
Okay. I will. I'll walk up to Jun'Gall and I'll say, I'll like lean over, whisper. I won't sit down yet. I'll whisper. And it's like, you call this guy behind us? Looks a bit of a weirdo.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we look pretty weird comparatively. Not to him, but to, and I
Normal
gesture to
people.
the people around the
Yeah.
bar.
Probably right. Listen, why don't we switch? I'll sit next to him, see what his story is.
All right, as long as I can still see Pingleton, I'm easy.
I don't think anyone's coming after you, owl bear, mate. I think you're all right.
My concern is that someone perceives him as a threat, okay? We've done this plenty of times, and you know how people react.
Yes, I know, but I'm just saying this is a small town. And I don't think anyone's gonna try and start some shit with an owl bear.
Okay.
But I get it. Okay, that's fine. He's your homeboy and that. That's fine.
Hey, he has saved our asses more than once, okay?
Yes, I know, and I didn't bandage him up for no reason. All right.
Uh-huh.
Let's just talk to this guy. Okay, I'm curious. My curiosity has been stoked.
Okay.
I will swivel on the spot and then just sit right in front of the dude on the opposite side of the booth.
I'll hop
Before
over
you-
the chair and sit next to Bez.
Before you move to sit next to him, roll a perception check, both of you.
Perception again. Okay.
Yep.
Roll initiative. Nat 20, baby!
18.
So, as you turn around and go to walk over him, you feel something shake. You can't really tell where it's coming from, apart from the fact it feels right underneath you. You don't know where it's
Right underneath.
what's causing it, but you feel a rumbling underneath you.
Would I have been, without perception, would I have been able to tell if like anything physical was moving, or is it just the floor that was vibrating? Like, were any tables or cups moving with the shaking?
I'd say pretty much the whole bar is shaking.
Oh, damn.
Like the whole place.
Okay.
Gruff is sort of looking around in confusion, wondering what the hell that was, as it slowly starts to dissipate.
Have we had our drinks yet?
You have, yes.
Okay.
I'm going to peer out the window, sorry. I'm going to peer out the window and just double check that Pingleton's okay.
Oh my god, he's dead.
Aye! Don't joke about these things. Is Pingleton okay?
He is.
All right, cool.
Nothing. When you look out the window, there's nothing's changed. It all seems the same. It just seems like the floor was shaking.
Okay, cool.
Okay, while we engage with this gentleman, we felt the weird rumbling. I'll slide him my drink and I'll say, "So, what's your story, pal? Why are you here?"
I'm gonna look at. Fuck, what was your name?
Reynaldo.
I fucking hate you. I'm gonna look at Reyn and go, I thought that was my drink.
No, that was mine. This one's yours, and then I'll give him the one that I was holding originally.
Alright, cool.
I like wave a hand to the guy, like, hello.
No, sorry, I'm a bit. I can feel something. Something feels off. Did you feel that?
Yeah, it certainly wasn't Pingleton.
And then I'm going to point to the window outside. That guy.
It's yours.
I want Pingleton to just give a little wave. He's gonna like go and just wave.
How did you do that?
He's my buddy.
Here we go.
I'm just gonna glare over at Reyn. I'm gonna go, no, he's one of the good ones. Say it's all about nature over nurture and that kind of thing, and well, nurture over nature in this instance.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's cool.
Your reaction to tell me that this happens quite often. This conversation.
Oh, unfortunately, yes, it does. You'd be surprised how many people.
I mean, it's a pretty spectacular beast, so a lot of people ask questions, and someone always has to give the answers.
And like, what do you want me to do? I can't just let people just assume he's a bad guy.
No, but he's at your beck and call. You know, once in a while, maybe just let him run around the woods while we're in the town. You know what I mean?
All right, give me a second. I'll get up, go outside, and I'm just gonna say to Pingleton.
We just hear muffled talking through the window.
I'm just gonna say to Pingleton, like, do you want to? Is this tavern like on the outskirts of the town? Is it?
It is.
All right, cool. I'm just gonna say to Pingleton, I'm just like, just go off a wander. Come back here in about half an hour-ish. Just when you're ready, because you know, owlbears can't tell the time. And then he's gonna scoot off, and then I'll just quickly park my ass back inside.
So you've made him go away a bit.
Yeah, he's just gone like to mill about in the forest.
Before he mills about, roll perception, both of you.
Oh my god.
Another perception.
10. No, 7.
21. 21.
So, Jun'Gall, you're more focusing on what you're doing with Pingleton. You don't really notice the absolutely huge quake that just happened below you.
No, I noticed the quake. I got that 20 on the quake.
No, this is the second one.
Oh, right, okay.
Reyn, you feel it, and it's getting aggressive now. You still can't tell what exactly is causing it, but it was significant this time round.
I'll look at the guy. Does he look? I'm guessing he looks even more shaken up after that.
So he's frantically looking around now, and he just goes, "Oh God, did you feel that? We need to get out of here."
It's okay. Calm down, pal.
As he says, "We need to get out of here," he stands up and goes to start running out. And as he does, he gets close to the door, and the ground just completely shatters below the tavern, causing everyone to fall under the ground into some underground caves. You all...
I'm outside. Am I still falling in?
No, you said you scooted in.
All right,
it's caused... So the hole has covered quite a large area. It's everything that was in that tavern or outside of it is pretty much fallen into this hole. As you land, you realise you both landed quite close to each other. You can't see where Gruff is, and you can't tell where this mysterious man has gone.
Lucky.
But you have both landed fairly close to each other, with Pingleton landing in between you.
Okay.
Oh, Pingleton got in. Okay. What does the immediate area look like underneath this tavern?
So when you fall down, you fall into a big open area, and as you stand up and look around, you realize it looks like a village. You look around, you spot that below the surface there's a hidden village. This dark and eerie settlement is carved into the walls of a vast underground cavern with narrow, winding streets that twist like a labyrinth. The entire village is bathed in perpetual twilight, illuminated only by the pale, flickering light of ghostly blue flames that burn in iron braziers mounted along the walls. The architecture of this village is a macabre reflection of the necromantic arts that hold sway here. The buildings are constructed from dark stone and reinforced with the bones of long-dead creatures. Their windows sealed with black iron bars. Some structures are adorned with grotesque gargoyles that seem almost alive, their hollow eyes following those who pass by. Above the village, the cavern ceiling is dotted with sharp stalagmites, some of which have been hollowed out to serve as watchtowers or homes for the village's more sinister inhabitants. At the center of this village stands a grandiose yet foreboding necropolis keep. This towering structure is a twisted blend of fortress and a mausoleum, built from obsidian and etched with runes that glow with an unnatural light. This keep is surrounded by a moat filled with murky, stagnant water, where the bones of those who have crossed the ruling family litter the depth. The drawbridge, made of bleached bones, creaks ominously whenever it is lowered. The village is a mix of living and undead, bound to the service of someone who you are not sure of yet. Who they obey isn't apparent to you yet. Those who live here do in constant fear, for disobedience is met with a fate worse than death. The streets are often filled with the shambling forms of the undead, carrying out menial tasks or serving as sentinels. Their hollowed eyes are a reminder of the necromancer's powers. Despite the oppressive atmosphere, this village is not without its own twisted sense of community. There is a central market where dark goods are traded, grimoires of forbidden knowledge, cursed artifacts, and vials of necrotic essence. The villagers speak in hushed tones, their voices echoing eerily off the stone walls as they go about their business. The air is thick with the scent of decay and damp earth, and a chill hangs in the air, seeping into the bones of all who dwell here. The very ground seems to pulse with dark energy, as if the village itself is alive, sustained by the necrotic rituals performed in the tower in the center of the village. At the edge of the village lies a vast graveyard where the dead are laid to rest, or rather, where they are interred until someone sees fit to bring them back. In this village, life and death are but two sides of the same coin, and under the watchful eyes of whoever is running this village, both are twisted to serve their dark will.
Interesting. I'll look over to Jun'Gall and I'll say, why does this keep happening to us?
I think it's you. I'm not going to lie to you.
Why would it be me?
Well, because, I mean, I know we've only known each other for a few years, but this shit keeps happening. Before I met you, I was pretty chill. Don't get me wrong, I nearly died a couple of times, and obviously that's when I found myself. But, I mean, things this chaotic keep happening.
Well, this is what I'm saying. I feel as though you might be cursed.
I might be cursed.
I grew up in a temple, mate, and my soul is pure. Okay.
I am reborn again. Thank you very much.
Reborn again. Where's
Yes.
Pingy, little Pingleton? Where is he?
I'm just gonna go, and he's gonna come bounding over.
Ah, okay. Okay, here he is. I'm glad to see he's still here.
And I'm just gonna start stroking his head. He's gonna be like,
I'm gonna look around. Does it appear that there are many inhabitants of the village, like eyeing us? Right
fuck
now?
the village. Is that dude okay?
What dude?
The guy.
Well, we didn't see him when he tumbled down. How far up is this hole, by the way?
It's quite high up. You wouldn't be able to. There's no way to sort of scale the sides because of how it essentially goes up the wall. You've got the wall coming up, and then it sort of curves back over itself. So there isn't really a way to climb up and get back out again.
That's what you
Not for
think.
regular people.
That is what you think.
I'll have a look around. Can we I spy the dude, the geezer?
He's nowhere.
Is there any remains of him? Is there just like
No.
smoking boots on the ground or something?
No, you don't see any remains or anything, and you didn't really notice when you were falling. You were too sort of panicked to really spot where he was going to land. So you're not really quite sure as to where he went.
I will, having seen the village that's in front of us, and obviously very shady. Your stream's paused, by the way, Brendan.
Yeah, it's not as easy as it looks, is it, bitch boy?
Why it paused? That's weird. If I switch.
Having seen the village in front of us and all this shady stuff that's going on, I'm gonna just get like a handful of like dirt and gravel around and just like rub it all over myself to make myself look a bit more disheveled. And then I'll look at Jun'Gall and be like, you're probably all right.
Yeah, probably. And then I'm just going to hop on to... Oh, I forgot to mention, Pingleton's got a saddle. I'm just going to hop onto the Pingleton's back.
Of course you do.
Interesting.
What's the fucking point of having an owl bear as a companion if I can't ride it?
No, I agree with you. I'm just saying, why am I never allowed on this thing?
Because you're an asshole to him.
I'm not. Don't you remember that one night where we really had like a moment and we connected, and then I bandaged his arm, and then he like started warming up to me.
Yeah, but other than that, what have you done for the guy?
Kept him alive.
I think he'll find I'm the one who feeds him, looks after him.
Yeah, because he's your pet. That's like looking.
He's not a pet. He's a friend. Okay, I'm sick of telling you this.
Okay, my bad. Okay, you know what? That's on me.
Ever since we met him, you keep viewing him as a pet, right? It's not on. He's more than a pet.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna remember this. Okay, I'm never gonna say the word pet again.
You just did.
Can I stroke him? See, now it sounds weird. Okay.
No. It's only weird if you make it weird.
I don't know, mate. You're pretty weird. And then I'll go to try and pet Pingle.
He leans on you.
Okay. See, I told you. You're so cynical, man. You need to get over that, really.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, what the fuck do we do here? Oh, sorry. Forgive me, gods above. I did not mean to curse. And I'll do like a little bow.
Yeah, can we roll a perception check?
Yeah, so you both roll for perception.
Okay.
15.
Nat
So-
20.
Jesus.
As you look into the village, you don't really see many people. You see some undead, rotting sort of characters walk around, but you don't really see any actual people. As you look around, you see some eyes peering out of windows. As you go along, you spot that a small child has been locked out of his house in fear. as his parents sort of hide behind the door, holding it shut to prevent whatever is coming.
Okay. I'm gonna start walking up to the little kid.
Just following behind.
Is he just frantically trying to get in somewhere?
Yeah, he's just trying to shove the door open, sort of whispering, not quietly talking to say let me in. It's not really shouting or anything. It's just he's still trying to keep it quiet.
I'll approach. I'll put my hands in the air and I'll be like, "Hey kid, what's going on? Hello."
Don't hurt me, please don't hurt me.
It's okay. He looks scary, but he's a sweetheart. What's going on?
Are you the people that just fell from the sky?
We are the sky people. Yes.
Are you
Sky people.
Go with it.
Are you here to save us?
Definitely, yes. We will save you if you just tell me what's happening.
There's a family. They've been taking us for a long time now. That's where all these weird dead people have come from. People just seem to go into the mansion up at the top of the village and they come out dead.
Were you born here?
Yes.
But I was made in the Royal Navy.
What a wise little kid.
How long have you been holding that joking?
I was waiting for the right moment. Ben's teed me up perfectly.
Nice little layup. I'll say, why have you? Is this your parents' house? Why have they locked you out?
It's the fear. Every time something happens, everyone's on edge. It's just how we are here.
Okay, well, hey, look, sky people aren't scared. Okay, we're relaxed. All right, we'll look after you, or we'll get you back to your parents at some point. This is your parents' house, though, yeah?
Yeah.
And the door's locked.
Holding the door shut.
I'm gonna knock on the door and be like, "Hello, your child is out here whimpering. Open this door."
Please leave us alone. We don't want any trouble.
Can you just let your child in, please? He's terrified.
But what if you try and kill us?
We're not going to try and kill you.
I will break this door down, though.
You promise?
Yes, we promise.
Pinky promise? And he opens the door slightly and puts his hand outside.
I'm gonna boot him in the
present
face.
his pinky.
I hop off of Pingleton and I pinky promise the guy.
Okay, I'll let you in. And he opens the door and the child goes running and crying to his parents.
Before we step in, I'm gonna eye like the doorway and a little bit ahead. Is there anything that could any traps or weird runes or anything?
So, roll for perception.
Gosh, that's a 15.
So, from what it looks like, there aren't any traps in there, but it's more like there's not much of anything in there. It seems like the house isn't really inhabited. There's not any belongings or anything like that in the house whatsoever.
Oh, no food or anything.
There's nothing in there at all. There's some empty wooden bowls, but there's nothing really else in there.
I'm gonna turn to the parents. I'm gonna go. What are you doing down here?
Well, we live here.
Have you always lived here?
Of course we have.
Where is here exactly?
Good question.
I don't really quite know. There's been many generations of our kind down here. But there's never really been a name given to it. No one really knows why. We're sort of kept in the dark and treated like slaves.
Okay. What had you so fearful that you wouldn't let your own son back in?
It's sometimes the family in the mansion. They go round every now and then to collect people for their strange experiments. People just sort of they go up there and they come back a shell of what they were before.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to point to the hole in the ceiling. Does this stuff happen very often?
No, this will be the first time. It's what startled us all. Really, it's not really something we see a lot down here.
Interesting. Okay. Have you seen a dude? Did you recognize a dude who was in like full armor, kind of dressed a bit nicer than we are? He looked a bit skittish. I don't suppose you know of any gentleman like that.
I think I saw someone. He didn't really speak to anyone or anything. He just walked up to the mansion.
Okay, so this was a while ago then, yeah?
Well, it can't have been that long
Yeah.
ago, surely.
Well, this is what I'm trying to.
How long? We weren't unconscious or anything, were we, Braden?
No,
No.
but it would seem that he landed somewhat closer to where the actual mansion is. So
Okay.
there's been a bit of time where you were looking around and chatting and stroking Pingleton that he
yeah,
had
I forgot
time
about
to
that.
sort of go up there and do whatever stuff he needed to do.
Also, apparently, bro fell at a 45-degree angle.
He's got
He
cape
was
of
he
sliding,
was
bro.
running to get out of the tavern as the floor cracked. So
Gravity
he had
is
some
still
momentum.
gravity.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotta
momentum
remember
as
that
well.
one. I'm gonna look at these very malnourished people, and considering I don't need to eat or drink, I will hand them my rations and be like, "Well, feed your kid first, and then have some of this, and I'll pass over some rations."
What is this?
Food. It's like dried meats, bit of cheese.
What's meat?
You must know what meat is.
Give it a
I just think
try.
the kid got it.
Hey.
We sometimes for food we get these bowls of well, it's just slop really. We don't really get given much else. So there's no shops down here because they don't want us having anything.
Trust me, this is gonna blow your mind. Okay, try a little bit of this right now. I'm gonna tear off a bit of jerky and give it to each of them.
So as they all sort of look at it unknowingly for a minute and give it a bit of a smell, just sort of examine it a bit, they all at the same time put it in their mouth, and you see their eyes light up as if they've just found something absolutely incredible.
Yep, I told you it was good. I told you. But listen, okay, I get the sense that a lot of your neighbors probably don't know what any of this stuff is. So if I was you, keep it secret, keep it safe, yeah.
I've got a long grey beard.
We will.
Okay. You said a lot of people go. Well, some people go towards that place in the center of town. Yeah.
No, there's the tower in the center of town. No, I haven't seen anyone go in there in well a long time. There's a mansion just up at the top of the town. You can't really see it from here. There's a lot of cave around it, but if you just walk in that direction, you should find it.
Cool. Which way's that direction? Because you did not point in any way.
He
North.
points as he says.
Alright, cool.
So
I'll turn to Jun'Gall and say, well, what do you think? Is that our next destination?
Apparently. I mean, we're here now. We might as well.
We're gonna have to work on our way of getting back out of here as well.
I mean, I mean, I could just summon some vines to get us out of here, and we could just leave.
That's a good idea. Although I have a sensation that we were put here for a reason. Methinks.
You and your bloody religion. All right, come on.
Okay, all right. I'll before we go, I'll tear some bandage off. Well, I'll pull at some of the bandage on my left arm, And as I pull it, the scripture starts to glow, and it just keeps unraveling and unraveling. And then I'll tear it off a little bit, and then I'll put it around the little kid's, tie it around his forehead, and be like, "While you got this on, you'll be safe. All right? Now do what your mum and dad say, except when they lock you out. Don't listen to them then. Otherwise, stay in here, keep yourself safe. All right, kid?"
Thank you so much.
And then I'll shoot the parents a little glance, and then I'll start to leave. And then as we walk out, I'll be like, "Make sure you barricade this door up good."
As you sort of give them the glance, their heads sort of drop in sort of disgust at themselves of what they've done.
I believe the term is shame.
Shame.
No, I don't think shame's strong enough. It's pure disgust.
Yeah, I would be too as well, to be fair. Okay, yeah, I guess we'll head out and shut the door behind us.
As you shut the door, you hear sort of movement around as if they've all. You didn't see anything in there that they'd be able to barricade the door with, so what you'd assume is that they've all just sort of
Leaned against the
sat
door.
against the door.
Okay. All right.
I'll do is
Oh, yeah,
I'll summon some vines to just kind of go across the door.
Oh, beautiful.
Real
Man of the people, right?
This is where their house sets on fire and they can't fucking get out.
They've got nothing to set a fire with. It's fine.
I'll pull a lighter out of my pocket.
And we'll just watch them burn.
Okay, I'll have a quick look around, and then I'm gonna do some parkour and just climb up a roof and see if I can get a lay of the land.
I'll just start walking down the road where he pointed.
And then each time I land on the surface, I'll do like a 3-point pose. Try and look cool and shit.
Like fucking Spider-Man.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'll get onto a
Roll-
roof.
As you're climbing up the roof, roll for acrobatics.
Oh, I'm so glad you said
Or, yeah, acrobatics.
that. Was a 22.
Okay, so you manage to quickly get up to the top of the building. As you sort of get to the top, your hands sort of gripping onto the top of the roof. You sort of pull yourself up, do a quick little flip in the air, and land
Nice.
to do your 3-point pose.
Nice. That's cash money, baby. Okay, let me have a look around. How you said there was a lot of cave in the way, so what could I see? Does it look like a large town or?
So it's not. It doesn't look very big. There's still not a lot going on. Everything seems to be abandoned, apart from a few undead wandering around. Roll perception.
My favorite role. 18.
As you're looking around, you spot at the north side of the cave there's some stairs going upwards into what looks like a doorway into a more well-lit area of the cave in the direction that the guy was pointing.
I'll whistle down to Jun'Gall, and I'll point over to. Well, I'll lean over the roof and I'll point over to the direction of the stairs and be like, "Could try that."
Yeah, I've got no idea what you're pointing at, but yeah, sure, let's go.
I'll hop, flip down, and land in front of him and be like, "There's some stairs over there. It's in the same direction, so why not?"
Yeah, cool.
As you
go.
hop, flip down, roll for acrobatics again.
Hell yes. That is a 20.
So as you jump down, you go straight from the top of the roof and just flip all the way down, spinning and everything as you land directly in front of Jun'Gall. And you just sort of look at him, impressed with yourself of what you've just done.
That could have been gold medal worthy, I'm telling you. The dismount, the landing, perfect.
You're an idiot.
Yeah. Okay, let's head over to the stairs. We'll make our way over, being cautiously perceptive to our new surroundings.
What you do notice as you're going over to the stairs is the undead don't seem to be really paying much attention to you. It's almost like they're on autopilot. They're just sort of going about doing the tasks they've been told to do, not paying much attention to anything else that's happening around them. As
Do
you
they
get to
look
this,
decrepit, like they've been there for a while, or they look kind of fresh?
A mixture. There seem to be some that look like they've been here for absolutely years, and there's some that seem like they're starting to decay, like they've just been created.
Okay. All right. Okay. Just wanted to get an idea, see if there wasn't just like a huge influx of orphans and shit.
As you walk up the stairs, you start to see more of what's inside, and just before you walk through, you spot a sign saying Gravenmore Manor. Just before you walk in, you spot a large mansion hidden behind the cave wall.
Okay. Gravenmore, does that spark any like, do I remember anything? Does that sound familiar? Have I heard it before?
Can I roll a history check?
Can he roll a history check?
Yeah.
I won't, because mine's only +1.
22.
Nice. Do it sound familiar? To
The name
jungle?
Gravenmore, you know, is quite shrouded in mystery. There's been a few little things in books sort of hidden in the pages. From what it says, it seems to link somewhat to necromancy, but there isn't much to go off of what it is they do, what they use it for, or who or where they're actually from.
I'll
The
turn
only
to... Oh,
the
go on.
only sort of name that links to it is Preezle.
Preezle. I'll turn to Jun'Gall and I'll say, "Would you think sound familiar to you?"
I've seen it a few times in books and such. I know
I
it's
didn't know you could read.
dude.
No, just because you like one with nature and all that. I didn't...
Yeah, I had a past. We've all done things before. We've known each other. Don't worry about what I've done or what I can do. Just know about what. Just worry with
Well, I
yourself
mean-
about what I will do. And if you
Okay.
keep running your mouth, I'm sick and Pingleton on you.
Hey, read this, and I'll put a middle finger up.
Fuck's sake. That is what that was Jun'Gall's genuine reaction to that.
Okay.
Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, I've read it in a few different books and such. It's linked with a place called Preezle, I think, or definitely the word
Preezle.
Preezle.
Wasn't... Okay, before I make my next statement, is this set post Preezle disaster?
Pre
Preezle.
Okay.
Preezle disaster.
Okay. All right. Preezle. Can't say I bothered to learn much about Preezle, but we'll see what's going on in here anyway.
Here's me thinking you monks were all about knowledge and shit.
I'm all about fighting. Okay, fighting. I'm a monk who I already told. Okay, look. Let's just get through this, and I'll show you what I'm about. Okay. And
I've seen what you're about. We've been together for years.
Yeah, and yet you still question me.
Because it's fun to do.
Yeah, you're fair with that one, actually. Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'll put my fingers on the door and just creak it forward a little bit, putting a little bit of pressure. Does it give?
So as you walk towards it, the doors seem to open almost on their own, as if the building itself can actually sense that you're there.
Oh, great.
Almost like an automatic door. So
does it close if we walk further away?
It will close as you pass in. So the mansion itself is a sprawling Gothic structure. Its exterior crafted from smooth obsidian stone that absorbs what little light there is, giving the building an almost otherworldly darkness. Jagged spires pierce the cavern ceiling, some reaching so high that they seem to disappear into the shadows above.
Whoa.
The walls are adorned with intricate carvings depicting scenes of death, decay, and seems like someone's triumphs, but based off what you're looking at, you're not really sure quite who that is yet. Twisted gargoyles perch on every corner, their grotesque forms seemingly ready to pounce on any intruder. The entrance is a grand double door made of ebony, reinforced with iron bands and etched with glowing runes of protection. Flanking the entrance are two enormous statues of skeletal sentinels, their hollow eyes filled with unnatural ghostly light. As one approaches, the door swings open with a deep resonant creak, as if the manor itself is welcoming its next victim. Inside the mansion is a labyrinthine maze of dark corridors, grand halls, and secret chambers. The floors are made of polished black marble, veined with silver reflecting the eerie blue flames that flicker in the sconces along the walls. The air is thick with the scent of old parchment, decaying wood, and a faint undercurrent of something far more sinister. The grand foyer is dominated by a sweeping staircase made of blackened wood, its banisters carved to resemble intertwining skeletal hands above the staircase. Above the staircase hangs an enormous chandelier crafted from bone, each candle burning with an unholy green flame. Portraits of some people who you're not sure who they are based off looking at them. Their eyes seeming to follow the visitors as they move through the room. Each portrait is unnervingly lifelike, capturing not just the image but the essence of each necromancer who has ruled.
ChatGPT doing some work here. I
This place gives me the shits. What do the people in the pictures look like? If I look to one just like immediately on my left.
They all look decaying. As you look at them, it's almost like the characters in the painting themselves have decayed over time, almost like the pictures are living themselves.
Oh, that's gross. That's gross. I hate this shit.
This is weird, man.
As you're standing at the front door, you spot a skeleton just standing in the back, waving to you, almost telling you to come with him.
Is he real?
Pingleton also waves at the skeleton.
Nice. Is it a real skelly? It's not like an illusion of the mind.
You don't know.
Okay. At this point, sorry, the stairs that we walked up, that wasn't like a side passage. That was like the main passage into the thingy, the
Yes,
manor.
yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
right, okay. Okay. I don't like this. This is spooky. Okay. I like things that don't smell of death. So.
Well, we're in. So.
Well, why don't you take the lead? Okay. I'll stick back a little bit. Okay. I'll watch your six, as they say in the jungles.
Okay. I'll with him, Pingleton, and I'll start making my way towards the skeleton.
As we're walking up, I'll like turn around against the on his back basically, and put like kung fu hands up, just watching for anyone approaching from the back.
As you approach the skeleton, it seems more friendly than you'd expect. After it got waved to by a giant bear, it decides to give it a little stroke, and from that you realise that it's not actually a trick of the mind. It is an actual skeleton, sort of showing you where you need to go.
Can I have Pingleton smell it and gauge whether he senses anything? He's got a passive perception of 13. I don't know if that's gonna. But he also has advantage on perception checks that rely on sight and smell. So.
Yeah, go on, give him a sniff.
Cool. D20. So that's a 6. Should have gone with the passive.
Damn.
Wait, no, he's got advantage. It's fine. He's got advantage.
Okay. Takes advantage of the skeleton.
No, that doesn't matter. That's 12.
That's still pretty good.
So
it's not going to be a high
DC. You can't really tell anything from it, just that it absolutely fucking stinks. It
Mm.
smells like it's been dead for a long time.
Can I say hello? I'm just going to say hello.
So, as you say hello, the skeleton turns to you and just waves. It based off this, it seems like it can't talk. It's just there for a single purpose. And as you say hello and it waves at you, it starts to walk off.
I want to turn to Reyn. I'm going to go. I guess we follow it.
Yeah, I don't know what else we can do here. I'm just trying to see if I can try and communicate with it. But unfortunately, I don't think I can.
Okay.
Does he look like he can speak Draconic?
It looks more like, since it's a skeleton with absolutely no muscle or anything on it, it's just completely wiped clean. There's nothing for it to actually be able to talk.
Okay, yeah, I thought as much, but I just wanted to check anyway. Okay, yeah, I guess we'll tag along, and I'll hit another martial arts pose, and then follow along, bracing myself for any attacks.
So, as you follow it, you go in along all the many rooms, past the many rooms, into what seems like a dining hall. The dining hall features a long ebony table set with silverware that appears tarnished by time, and the walls are lined with cabinets displaying eerie relic skulls, cursed jewels, and preserved organs. The chairs are high-packed and plush, though each seat is engraved with runes that hum with dark energy. And as you walk in, you spot two people sat at the other end of the table. One, a small, round man, with his skin sagging off him as if his bones can no longer hold the weight. The majority of his face is covered by hair and a beard which looks as if it has never been cut. He wears fully black robes, mostly covered by his beard, and he slowly turns to look at you, almost tripping on his beard as he turns. His eyes start to glow purple as he examines you, seeming as if he's using some sort of arcane power to check you out. And on the other side of the table is a tall, what seems like quite a tall person for a gnome, quite tall for a gnome, is wearing black and purple robes that look like someone royal would be wearing them. Her skin is pale and looks as if it's starting to rot. With a figure looking so malnourished, she almost resembles a skeleton. The hair on her head is white, with the majority of it already fallen out. Her eyes also start to glow purple as she starts to look at you.
Pingleton waves at them.
I'll shit, this is creeping me out a little bit. While I'm keeping eye contact with them, I'll sort of like say out of the side to Jun'Gall and be like, I really don't think we should talk to these guys.
Dude, we're here now. We might as well.
Okay.
You're the one who wanted to press on. Let's not forget this.
I know. Okay. No, this is fine. I can run out of here if I need to. Okay.
You are not running out of here.
Oh, but I can. I'm just saying, we're here now, but we don't have to be here for the long haul. And I'm pretty fast.
You're an idiot.
Okay, listen. This is spooky. I don't like this. Remember that one time we went into the crypt? Okay? I couldn't sleep for weeks.
Grow a pair of balls, man.
Alright, you're gonna regret this. You are gonna regret. I'll approach the people, muttering to myself like, I always have to be the undead. Why the fuck is it always undead? And as we're walking ahead, I'll say, "Oh there, travelers." Ugh.
Travelers.
I'm just gonna turn to Pingleton and go, he really doesn't do well with the undead. Pingleton's just gonna turn around and be like, oh.
Yeah. The one of the feats that I've got as a monk is that I can understand all spoken languages, and any creature that can understand a language can understand me. So if they're speaking in any weird tongues, I will know what they're saying. Do they appear to be hostile?
They don't seem to do much of anything. As you say, as you call them adventurers, they just sort of look at you in disgust, like you've just insulted their lineage. And
Seeing
continue
that,
to
I'll
stare at
say,
you.
okay, adventurers, relax. We just dropped down through a massive hole there. Was that you guys?
They continue to look at you with disgust, calling them adventurers.
I'll turn to Jun'Gall, but I don't know what the fuck to say here, bro.
I'll make my way to stand next to, well, just slightly ahead of Reyn and go, in Gnomish. Apologies for my friend. He's rather simple.
Simply incredible. And I'll start hitting poses.
I'll just kind of like elbow him to tell him to shut up.
Hitting poses. They're still just sat there examining you as if they're trying to suss out what you are or why you're there.
I'll just turn around and be like, yeah, no, you're right. These guys are weird.
Yeah, it's
under my breath, and then I'll again turn back in Gnomish and go. Apologies for our intrusion. I can see that you were very clearly not expecting us. Your skeleton companion, he guided us to you. We're just looking for a way to get out of here, really.
So they're going to almost snap themselves out of their little examining, their little. They've stopped checking you out, just sort of shook themselves out of it, and just start to slowly move towards you.
Okay, now hang on now.
I'm gonna start just like. I'm gonna stand my ground until they get like within a certain distance, and then I'm gonna like within about 5-6 feet of me, and then I'm gonna start backing up slowly.
I'm gonna jump on top of Pingleton, like balancing myself, and then just putting my arms in front of you, like, listen, we're just here on the instruction of your good man over there, and I'll turn around to try and find the skeleton.
So, as they come closer, they get within. What did you say? You're going to back up at about 5 feet?
Once I get to about like
about
5-6 feet, yeah.
Right, so I'm going to say the fat one gets to about 7 feet in front of you, and the woman seems to have almost disappeared in front of you. You sort of lost track of where she went, and as the man comes in front of you, he goes to.
He comes in for a while.
Present his hand as if for a handshake, as the woman sort of quietly walks from right behind you and comes to stand next to the man.
Okay, I'm gonna backflip off of Pingleton, just so I've got both of them in my line of sight.
Acrobatics check.
Okay.
Oh yeah, do it.
That is a 15.
You successfully managed to flip off of him.
Perfect. Getting a little bit of boost of confidence from executing that flawless backflip. I'm gonna.
No.
Okay,
I've
go on.
got
You
this.
do your
I've
thing.
got this.
Oh,
I'm going to use Charm Person.
Oh, this ain't gonna work. Okay.
And for my verbal component, I'm just gonna go, nice to meet you. And they need to succeed in a wisdom saving throw of 14.
Okay. I'm gonna while I can see that he's casting a spell, I'm gonna slowly start reaching for my mask.
As you go to use your magic to charm them, it seems like he almost starts to succumb to it. But as he does, his entire body just starts to glow a dark purple, as if something's just pulled him out of it. As he realizes what has happened, he starts approaching you a bit more closer.
I'm
His
gonna
hand's
just
still
back
out,
off.
and he just goes,
There'll be no need for anything like that.
I mean, you can't blame me. You are kind of all up in my personal space. Sorry, what was your name?
I'll say
My name is Draven von Maldrax Gravenmore, and this is my wife, Ophelia von Maldrax Gravenmore.
okay. These guys are...
Nice to meet you, Von Drax Gravelmore. Is that right?
Draven von Maldrax Gravenmore.
Yeah, that's right. Nice to meet you, Mr. and Mrs. Gravenmore.
Do you want me to put the names in for you?
Oh yeah, 100%, because that is a lot, bro. That is so much. What the fuck? Nice to meet you, Mr. and Mrs. Von Maldrax Gravenmore.
And who is it you might be?
My name is Reyn Aldo.
Okay, no, I'm going to interject that. That's wrong.
And this is my compatriot, Chris Tiano.
Okay. Actually, that's right. I'm still in a bit of a stance right now, but I'll start moving a bit closer towards Jun'Gall or Jun'Gall because I'm feeling tense right now. And there's strength and unity. Okay.
There is.
Can you roll a deception check?
Yeah, sure. Why not? That's nat 20.
Wow.
So they look at you, and he just goes,
Very well. Apologies for our odd behavior. We don't really get many visitors down here.
No, that's...
What's the deal? What's the deal with the... Everyone's terrified out there. What's the deal with that?
What's the deal with airplane food?
There appears to be something plaguing this village. We believe it may come from the caves in the south. If you believe you're up for the challenge, we'd be happy to pay you to check it out for us.
Pay me in what?
Gold, of course.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure you weren't into some freaky skeleton payments.
Carol, can I roll...
Insight. Yeah, let me do insight.
Yeah.
How fucking creepy is
because
this?
Bez is talking to him, I'd like him to roll it.
Well, my insight is +9. That's a 17. I'm basically just trying to gauge from his like demeanor and how he's speaking. Basically, just like how is he? Does he seem like he's holding some shit back?
So from looking at him, you can't really tell anything from what he's giving off. His entire demeanor is all quite still and
Hoity-toity.
yeah. There's not really much movement to him. Not really anything that would give away anything. Almost
any
as if
verbal
he's...
tells?
So verbally, the only thing you can tell is how raspy and shit his voice sounds. But there's nothing within his voice, within that seems to give off any.
But the wife's not there.
Anything.
Oh, she is there now.
Dodgy. The wife is still there, yes.
And what's she doing? Because she was behind us a second ago.
She's just stood next to her husband.
Okay. I'm just gonna make a mental note in my head that these guys are fucked. Okay, we might be interested, right? Reynaldo.
Thank you, Chris. Yeah, I'm sure. Okay.
Reyn is fully with the intention of just leaving this place. He's like willing to accept this contract. He's going to say? What's the reward?
Reward? for such a mysterious endeavor such as this, we may grant you 10,000 gold.
Immediately deal. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Reyn's not really much of a money guy, but 10k is a lot of money for one single job. And his eyes turn into little golden coins. He's like, yeah,
Blink, blink,
we'll do
blink,
that.
blink, 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 blink.
Like a fucking cartoon.
Yeah.
Tongue rolls out.
He relaxes a little bit as soon as they say 10k. He's like, oh, well, shit, you should have just said that.
Before we formally agree to this, I'm going to look over to Pingleton and go, what do you think, buddy?
What are you talking to Pingleton?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pickleton's all you, innit?
Yeah, well, yeah, but I saw he's going to roll a perception check. Not with advantage, because it's not a sight or anything. It's just, yeah. And bro rolled a 16.
Whoa.
So, from what Pingleton can tell, all that he can really tell is that these two people seem to smell worse than that skeleton did. He's not really sure why they smell so bad, but it seems like they haven't. They've never showered. They smell horrific, almost like decay. Or rot.
One of my people. Okay. Yeah. What does Pingleton say?
And he kind of shrugs.
Okay. Well, do you have any tips? Do you know what we can expect? Surely you must do. Such knowledgeable, fine people such as yourself, with all this money and houses and money.
Unfortunately, with our lack of people coming down here, we don't really have many people to go through this endeavor, so we haven't got much information for you. But there was another man who was here earlier who also accepted the quest. He may be able to give you some information if you find him.
Did you happen to catch this person's name? Sorry.
Yeah. Generate a name.
Good idea, that actually.
He was wearing armor, right? Looked kind of like high tier armor, very well made.
So he seemed quite well established with the equipment he had.
Okay, this might be our guy, Reyn.
Yes, I get that. I want to know what his name was, because we never found out.
Yeah, he's getting to it. Look, I can see he's checking his mental banks. Okay,
Bro. Okay.
what's Pingleton saying? He's not. I'm guessing he's not bothered.
I believe he said his name was Freya Forspire.
Freya.
Frere. F-R-E-R.
Frere.
Frere. Yeah.
F-R-E-R.
Yeah.
Frere.
Bro was living on a frere, some may say.
Oh, I thought that was a girl's name.
I thought you were a girl's name. Well, I guess... Oh, sorry. By all means, Chris.
Thank you, Reyn. Great name, by the way. Lovely name.
Yeah, I wish I had a better name.
I don't know, mate. Your name seems pretty good.
Nah, it sounds like some kind of monkish idiot, if I were to be completely honest with myself.
I feel like you.
And I'll throw you a wink.
Okay. I'll catch the wink with my other eye, and then I'll look at the gentleman, Drax Draven, and I'll say, look, we're willing to accept this deal, but I don't want any hidden fees. We just do the job and we get the gold, all right? I'm not offering up anything else.
Dude, that happened one time. I'm sure these guys...
I know. and it's not. I want to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Okay.
And I'll look to Draven about. You understand?
Very well. 10,000 is the final price. No hidden fees.
Is that
Oh,
10,000?
that was
Sorry,
easy.
is that 10,000 each?
Yeah, 10,000 each, right?
Of course.
Okay, cool. Just double checking.
Wow, bro, I'm gonna set my mum up for life.
Fuck that! I'm going to a casino.
All on red.
Cool. So this way, and I'll point towards the door.
Of course. Just follow the skeleton and he'll show you the way out.
Cool.
Okay.
And the skeleton will pop his head round the corner and start walking back the way that you came from.
I will. I'll walk out backwards, just so I got an eye on them until we leave the premises.
But to make it
So
not obvious, you just do finger guns.
Hey guys, does it look like they're talking?
No, just sort of staring at you as you walk out in
Okay.
their weird little way that they do.
Okay. And then as soon as we're out of the main sort of doorway, I'll turn back around, and I'll say to Jun'Gall, "Well, that was just a little bit strange."
You don't say.
Skeleton, wherefore art thou caves?
So the skeleton leads you outside of the manor and
Mhm.
to the top of the staircase that you came up to get to the manor, and he points across to the other side of the village, where you can see a dark entrance to a cave across the opposite side of the village.
Well, yeah, I should have guessed that dark, foreboding entrance will be our next spot. Okay. Well, guess we'll make our way that way.
Sure.
Does the skeleton's head seem loose? If I was to like slap him, would it spin on the spot?
I don't know. Are you going to slap it on the spot?
Yeah, I'm gonna slap it and see if his head spins.
Do a strength check.
A strength check?
Yeah.
Just
I'd
a normal check, not
I'd just have him roll for an unarmed strike, but okay.
that's a 7.
7.
Yeah.
So as you slap it, his head sort of clicks to one side, and he has to sort of grab his own head and put it back into its normal place. As he,
Sorry, I thought I saw a fly there. My bad.
as you walk away, the skeleton waves goodbye to you.
I won't wave just in case I'm secretly entering a black magic pact. But yeah, we will push on to the cave entrance. Is there any more people out now, by the way? Or are they still cowering in their homes?
So with the kind of event like the sky is falling, they're all still sort of on edge, but the undead sort of zombies of the village have almost stopped what they're doing. They just seem to be sort of watching you leave, as if examining what you're doing.
I'll turn to Jun'Gall and be like, now do you get it? Now do you see why I don't like this shit?
I mean, yeah, it's weird, but we fight weird things all the time, dude.
That doesn't make them not weird anymore.
No, but it kind of... Do you not think it just kind of makes them a bit less? Like, it's normality at this point.
Well, yeah, but there's just some things, okay? I'm just thinking, what if it got to a point where we face something like this? This is the one thing I don't want to happen to me, all right? And the more we're against it, yeah, it's not as scary, but there's also still the same chance of it happening. You see what I'm saying? Imagine we get slain. It's never going to happen because we're so powerful, but imagine if we get slain and we become undead. A prisoner in our own bodies. Souls unable to leave. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it'd suck, but it's just the role in which we're thrust upon.
Yeah, I guess. Plus 10 grand hazard pay is not bad.
Yeah, exactly. So just shut up, think of the money, and let's get it done.
I wish I got paid 10 grand hazard pay for my fucking job.
Yeah.
That'd be lovely.
Well, the voice in the sky says.
Are we walking past the house of the family that we spoke to, or is that not in the same direction?
You do, yes.
I'm just gonna, as we're walking past it, I want to knock on the door and ask them how they're doing.
As you knock on the door, you see their head sort of pop round the window to have a look where it is. When they realise that it's you, they give a little smile and continue to munch on the meat that you'd given them.
I take it you like the food?
They nod excitedly, absolutely just stuffing it into their faces.
Cool.
Okay. You might want to ration that.
I'm gonna look through the window and I'm just gonna go, man, I wish you guys really had more stuff, like food and furnishings and all that kind of thing. And I'm going to use one of my things. But obviously I'm unaware of this, so it just kind of happens and I'm a bit like astounded by it.
So you said you wish for they had more furnishings?
More food and furnishings and just kind of like, you know, common amenities.
So as you say this, your ring starts to glow a bright golden colour. As you do, a bright flash comes from inside the window, and you watch as the little family turn round and just look in absolute food. Shock. As you look through the window to see what's going on, you realise that there's now a double bed in there, a smaller bed for the child. They've got tables, bowls, cutlery, everything, with a whole feast sat on the table in the middle of meats and various other high quality foods.
Jun'Gall?
Yeah?
What the fuck was that?
I honestly have no idea.
Do you... What? Can I open the door?
It's covered in vines, but I'll remove them. I'll move the vines down.
As he removes the vines, I'll open the door and have a look inside. And then I'll touch one of the new pieces of furniture. Is it real?
It is, yes.
I'm just going to
enjoy, guys.
Stand at the door, kind of astounded, confused, almost.
Wow, who knew? Who knew you could do big gestures like this, eh?
I don't think we had anything to do with it. It must have been the gods, surely. I didn't do anything.
To be fair, yes. Yes, actually, that makes more sense. Yes, I'll put my fists together and bow and be like, "Thank you, gods," and bow again. Thank you for blessing this family. And then I'll just tap the little kid on the shoulder and be like, "Enjoy it, mate. Happy Christmas. I mean, winter solstice."
I'm just gonna look at you and go, dude, it's spring.
They don't know that.
Fair point,
the family don't even take notice of you saying that. They're just sort of so shocked that they're just stunned, stand there looking at everything, just where the fuck this came from.
I'm gonna tiptoe out slowly and just close the door.
I'm gonna put the vines back, and then I'm gonna kind of control some vines to go over the windows as well, in like kind of a bard fashion. Bar-esque fashion, just to prevent anybody. Yeah, exactly.
Man, I really wish I was super powerful. I guess it didn't work. Maybe
Yeah.
because I already am super powerful.
Come on, let's go, you fucking idiot.
I'll start doing like bicep poses as we're walking. We'll head to the cave now.
Yeah.
Or the shady alley even.
So as you walk over to the cave, there are two lanterns outside the cave just to highlight the area where it is. But looking down into the
I'm gonna
cave,
look at the
you
lanterns and
realise-
go, oh, that's convenient.
Really
as,
wish there were more of these.
as you look into the cave, you realise it gets really dark as it gets further in. There's no form of light down there, at least from as far as you can see.
Just gonna check to see if I've got like dark vision or something.
I do not.
You don't? Dragonborn do, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't have it. I've got timeless body, so I no longer need food or water. But
I'm gonna. So what I'm gonna do? One of my cantrips is no. Okay, I'm gonna change what the fuck I've just said there. I'm just gonna pick
You've
up
got
one of the
blind sight.
lanterns.
And dark vision kill
Do I? Where the fuck are you looking?
senses.
Senses.
Or is that not in there? Oh, this is just telling me all of them.
Racial traits.
I would have thought it would have been in racial traits, yeah.
No. I've got a breath weapon, damage resistance. Resistance to poison. I don't have dark vision. I'm just going to pick up one of the lanterns off the wall, fuck it. Well, come on then. Can Pingleton fit through?
He can.
Cool.
Hi ho, Silver, away!
Fuck it.
Okay.
So the cave's
well,
just wide enough for Pingleton to be able to turn around, but not much leeway other than that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, well, I'll just start making my way down. I guess.
I'll follow along as well. Kind of muttering to myself, you know what? I'm discovering a lot about myself in this journey, actually.
So if you both roll for perception.
Gosh. Oh, that was bad.
13.
6.
6 and 13. You further down the cave, you hear a muffled noise. You can only hear it faintly and can't tell what it is, what it's saying, or what the actual noise is. In fact, you just hear a muffled sort of sound come from further down the cave.
Just starting down.
I didn't hear anything. I got a 6. Yeah, I didn't hear anything.
I think I hear something down this way.
Please don't say that, because I don't want to run into anything in a confined space like this.
We'll be fine. Just gotta have some confidence, man.
I've got confidence in myself. Not too confident in you, mate.
Yeah, cheers for that. Anyway,
Push on.
I'm gonna. So I'm assuming you're walking beside me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we can stand side by side, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, if it's wide enough for an owlbear, then I imagine we can do.
True.
I'm just gonna kind of go. Well, come on then, and just shove you ahead of me.
Oh, great. I'm gonna do like a kung fu pose and have like one of my arms, like with the palm facing up and the other one in like a chop fashion, ready for anything to come in. Just be like, and then approach slowly, take like timid steps forward.
So as you approach further down the caves, the sound starts to become more prominent. What it sounds like is coughing, but not just the regular sort of cough you'd hear from someone. There's more of a gargle to it.
Dude, I hear coughing. Okay.
Very perceptive.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That's the first compliment you've given me. Thank you.
I'm being sarcastic.
Yeah, I know, but I'm going to take it anyway. We'll walk closer towards the coffin sound.
Have you, during this fucking campaign, changed your image?
Me?
Yeah.
No, it's always been this.
Been the same throughout.
So at the top of it, it's... So at the top of my game log, it's like a little black man. And then it goes to Moon Knight after you rolled an initiative. So you must have done that beforehand.
I did it, yeah. The black guy was like the first one
Yeah.
that I chose when I was making the character sheet. Yeah.
Sorry. Anyway.
Yeah, so we're walking ahead towards the coughing sound, gargling, the man with the balls in his mouth.
Yeah.
So as you get further in and you come round a corner, you spot someone lying on the floor, and when you look at him, you realise that it's Frere.
Oh, dude, is he like fucked up?
He's bleeding heavily from the mouth. There's a lot of blood coming off him.
I will go over to him. Can I? No, I can't
I'll start pulling some bandages so that I can try and patch him up.
I'm just gonna go over to him and I'd ask him what happened.
Don't go any further. It was a trap.
A trap?
There were more undead further down. Too many.
I'm just gonna turn to look at Reyn. I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, you're not gonna like this, dude."
Okay. Does he look fucked up? Has he got slices or anything on him?
He's got slices all over him. He's missing one of his arms. There's blood coming out of his face.
Seeing that he's missing one of his arms and bleeding out, I'm just gonna like put the bandages back on and be like, yeah, I don't think we can save this guy. Did they offer you what's this guy's name again? Stick with me, buddy. Stick with me. What did they give you 10,000 gold to do this?
They offered it to me.
Damn, you never got to finish your drink either.
Go back.
Well,
Don't go any further.
Stop talking. I know you're dying, but stop talking over me.
Fuck you.
Look. What's in there? Just undead? Is there more than just the undead?
A whole army. You can't take them all.
Well, I'll have you know, there's 3 of us. Oh, he's dead.
He's okay. Well, waste not, what not. I'm gonna search him.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
Has he got anything on him that looks like it might be useful?
I
know it's like a super emotional moment that this guy's dead, but...
So, as you go to search his body, you try to take the armor off him, and as you take it off, you go to pull it away, and as you turn around, it appears to disappear from your hands.
Okay.
Can both of you roll Arcana?
Yes, I can.
As it disappears from my hands,
that is a 23.
Jesus Christ! I'm just gonna say that's bad juju, is what that is.
From seeing it disappear, you realize that the armor and his weapons are bound to him by magic. There doesn't seem to be anything that you personally can do to be able to break that. Even in death, it still seems to be bound to his body.
I say we kill the horde of the undead. We come back, get the body, get the gold. Probably fight that married couple, and then we'll figure out how to steal his stuff later.
Okay. Did he have any potions on him?
No, unfortunately, even though he had all the high armor and everything, he didn't seem to come too prepared for falling into a hole in a tavern, so he didn't
Well,
have much prep time.
No, that's fair.
see, this is why he's gone. This is why he didn't last. Okay, he wasn't prepared.
Cool. Well, I say we just fucking go for it, boss. Let's do it.
Okay.
Pingleton, you ready?
Pingleton,
And
yeah.
He just looks. He nods, and he goes.
Okay. I'm gonna take a second to look at the camera and go, I got a bad feeling about this.
Are you doing that thing again? You're just talking to nobody.
Listen, okay, I saw a play once. It was really funny, and I like this line. I wanna try and make it my thing, okay?
Right, come on.
And then I'm gonna do it again as we start moving.
This guy.
And then as we're walking towards certain death, I'm gonna keep going and trying to perfect it and be like, I got a bad feel. I got a bad feeling about. I got a bad feeling about.
I'm gonna stop, and then just kind of sigh into my hands. I'm just like, I might just let you do this by yourself.
No, it's fine.
No, you
I
sure?
can tell you,
I mean, I can.
Yeah. I mean, look, bro. I can tell you're having a bad feeling about this, so we'll do it together. There's strength in unity.
I really would like you to stop doing that. There's another word. I just can't put my finger on it.
Nevertheless, my disheartened friend, let us press on.
Yeah,
That was also from the play. It's kind of like a noble character.
right. We get it.
At
You've
the end,
enjoyed the
sacrifice
play.
his life.
You've enjoyed the play. Okay. We part ways for one night, and then you come back spouting this shit. Like, just come on, let's do this.
I'm a very impressionable person. Okay, something that seems cool to me, I'll just take it.
Okay, cool.
What do we see as we go further?
Both of you roll perception.
Perception. Oh, that's not good. 11.
As you progress further, you
Oh! Before you spout your mouth, I would like Pingleton to see if he can smell anything. Pingleton, do you smell anything? And he gets a 18.
It smells like bitch in here.
I'm going to roll again just in case he gets a nat 20.
Does he get advantage?
Yeah, he gets advantage on scent and sight related.
Damn. Good thing.
Yeah, he gets an 18.
So as he smells ahead, he is all he's sort of smelling is just rotting flesh, almost the same as he did.
Nice.
Almost the same as what he did in the village.
Is it any stronger or?
It seems to be faint for now.
Okay.
As you progress further, you start to feel a slight rumbling.
Rumbling or
Aaron Yeager!
Rumbling.
Almost like the same feeling you had when you were in the tavern.
As we're walking, I'm gonna start tapping the floor with my feet. Oh, it feels solid.
I know what I'm going to do. Do I know what I'm going to do? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to save that. Yeah, I'll save that. Cool. Yeah, okay. Pingleton seems pretty chuffed. As well as you can be in a dark, dingy place that smells of death.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's... Onwards!
See, he also said that in the play, and this was actually a pivotal moment where I'll just carry on talking while we're walking.
So as you get further, you start to hear noises coming from further down the cave. But as you start to hear those noises, you hear a loud explosion, and once you start hearing that, the rocks from the top of the cave just start to crumble down from further in front of you, and it seems to be traveling in your direction.
I will immediately dash backwards and say heads.
As it's all falling and you start to move backwards, it seems to continuously start following you as if the cave-in is pushing further down the caves.
I told you, I had a bad feeling about this. I'm getting out of it, dude.
I've got to be honest with you. I'm not entirely sure that this is a cave-in, and I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start like pushing Pingleton backwards. Run!
I'm gonna get
can
into,
I
like,
roll
sprint.
Sorry, can I roll a perception check on the cave-in?
Yeah.
That is a 17.
Oh, nice.
So on hearing the cave-in, you realise this is an actual fucking cave-in.
Okay.
So you feel the rocks smashing off your head.
No, in my head it was like this is just a bunch of zombies piling over one another.
You feel rocks are smacking off your head and bouncing off and landing in front of you. So you realise that this is an actual cave-in.
Cool.
I'm running away like this.
Like what?
Both of you roll an athletics check.
Athletics. Okay.
Yeah.
You're a hoe bag. That's a 2.
22.
Can
Can I roll again to try and like pull him?
I'll say for his second chance, if what's his name? The Dalbert thing.
Pingleton.
Pingleton rolls, then he can grab you and take you with him.
What do you roll athletics with?
I don't know.
So
Athletics is strength, so it'll be a d20 plus whatever his strength modifier is.
+5, d20 +5. Cool. That's a 21.
Damn.
So
Pingleton's my boy.
as Pingleton is running,
Really
he sees you're starting to struggle. You're tripping all over the place, and you're getting out of breath very quickly. So he grabs you by the scruff of your neck and throws you onto his back as he runs back through the cave.
Holy shit! What an MVP. Okay, I guess we keep dashing away then until. Oh, is this just going to push us straight to the entrance, basically?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Can
well,
we, as we're running past, can I lean off of Pingleton to grab Freya's dead body?
If you want, yeah.
Yeah, I'll do
Oh,
that.
this is a bad idea. I got a bad feeling.
Yeah, you can bring the armored up dead guy into the necromancers.
Yeah, no, I've done it now. I've said it. I'm doing it. I've said it. I'm doing it.
So as you bound out the cave, the falling rocks just land narrowly behind you, just avoiding you.
As we get out, I'm gonna. Reyn's gonna be like, "Cool, that's kind of fun actually." He starts like bouncing on his toes, getting ready to run again, doing jabs in the air. Yeah, that's actually warmed me up quite a bit.
I'm just gonna look at you and go, did that happen in your fucking play?
Yes, but no one got left behind. Okay,
You're an idiot.
just saying, you need to keep up on your cardio, man.
I don't need to. I've got Pingleton. Pingleton's my cardio. Wait, pause.
Whoa. Rain is just gonna like mid pose. He's gonna stop and look at you like, I'm gonna let that one slide, bro. That was a bit
Pingleton
weird.
looks at you and suddenly gets erect.
Oh,
I'd like to point out.
lipstick.
I'd like to point out Pingleton's a girl.
Oh, what?
Pingleton
This
is wet.
changes everything.
And all I'm saying is, I can change shape.
Fuck's sake.
But no, Pingleton's a
shit, I
girl.
forgot about that. Okay. All right. Well, now that we're out, does it look like this thing is just completely, utterly? There's no way of like crawling through or anything.
Yeah, there's absolutely, it's completely caved all the way from where you were to where you are now.
How close are we to the hole that we fell through?
You're still
It's like
miles.
the entrance of the town. Yeah.
Yeah, you're in the town, so you're still as far away from the thing as you were in the first place.
No, I mean, like, is it above us, like, directly?
Not directly, it's more off to the western side of the village.
All right, okay, so we're not near the hole.
We could probably walk there if you wanted to throw the dude up.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
That'll be a big fucking throw.
I don't need to throw it. I'll use vines to raise it up.
Raise it up.
me
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll head. I'll turn to Reyn. I'll go. I think just to be on the safe side, because this place is weird as fuck. We'll get rid of this body. Put it somewhere safe.
I agree with that. Yeah, I think it's probably a good idea. Also, I don't feel good about leaving this guy down here anyway.
That's fair. Well, shall we head to where we fell in, basically?
Yes, let's go ahead.
Cool. And we'll make our way there.
And you both roll perception.
Oh, fuck, what is it with you and your fucking perception checks?
Oh, scheisse.
So,
That's a 9. Wow, I still beat you though.
But you've got a higher modifier.
So? I got
As
a
you make
higher
your
roll.
way over to under the hole, you don't really notice much other than the town. The town seems much more quiet than it was before.
I look around and go, does this place seem dead to you? Well, more not dead, not dead.
I'll
quieter.
put you on the shoulder and be like, I caught that. That was funny. Okay. I mean, yeah, it was creepy before. This seems creepier.
Yeah. I think cool. And then I'm gonna command some vines to lift up the body and gently place it outside.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna just have another look around and see if there's any other eyes on us. Shit, I'm not doing good with these rolls now. 13.
So, if you look around, you realize there are no eyes looking at you, or any eyes at all, for that matter. As everyone in the village has just disappeared.
I think we should go check on that family.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Yeah, they just won the lottery a minute ago. It'd be a shame if anything happened.
Yeah, I like those guys.
Yeah, we'll head back towards the family house.
As you get to the family house, you realize the vines have all been singed onto the floor, and the door has been bust open, with none of the family are left in this house.
Is there signs of a struggle?
Their stuff is still there.
Well, at least we know they don't care. The dead don't care about material possessions. I mean, that's a...
Well, yeah, that's true. Is there anything left of the family? Like, has the little headband on the little boy been left here or anything?
The headband is on the floor, in front of the door.
I'll pick it up all dramatic, like, and then turn towards Jun'Gall and be like, "They'll pay for this." That was actually towards the end of the play.
We're not doing this. We're not doing it. Come, let's just kick some ass like we did.
Yeah. Let's. Okay. You know what? I've lost my memory of the play a little bit, so I'm kind of making this up as we go.
No,
yeah, let's go.
Really?
Let's
I never would have guessed. It's been a year since you watched that bloody play, and you're still just going on about it. I don't even think you went to see a play. I think you just dreamt this.
No.
And then we'll just start, as we're bickering, we'll just start walking towards the mansion.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Oops,
sorry, Karen. I was just going to...
In front of the mansion, you realise the doors are already open. As if people have come here and the door's just been left. It hasn't shut by itself, it's just stayed open.
Interesting.
Any skeletons around?
There are no skeletons.
Okay.
Those big statues that were there, are they still there?
The statues are, yes.
Okay.
I like where that was going.
I guess we got no choice here. We're kind of in a lose-lose situation. I don't think we're going to get our 10 grand.
Fuck that. We're going to kill these bastards and get everything they owe us.
Oh, true, yeah, like personal revenge motivation kind of thing.
Yeah, fuck them. They harmed that family, and I'm not 100% sure, but I'm fairly certain we didn't ask what that family's name was, and the kid was probably called Piggly. But...
Oh, little piggers.
But
What a
Come on,
weird
let's
name
go.
for a kid.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, let's make our way. I am gonna do the same thing. I'm basically just gonna, as we're walking, I'm gonna be constantly like rotating on a pivot, looking around, making sure nothing's creeping up on us.
So where in the mansion are you going?
We'll head back the way the skeleton showed us prior.
Where we met the
The Von Frangelhorns, or whatever the fuck
Yeah.
the name was.
the Maldrax Graven Moors.
So as you're walking through the halls, you realise that the lights are starting to flicker slightly.
With that, I'm
Uh,
going to use Control Flames, which is one of my cantrips. And I'm just going to expand the flames enough to make it less than dimly lit.
Great use of your magic there, mate. Very good.
So as you get to the dining room, you realise there is no one in here, and it is currently dark.
Okay.
I am gonna pick up a nearby implement, like a random plate or chair, and just yeet it at a wall.
Ready to frisbee.
I just want to throw it, see if it wakes anything up. Trust me, this will work.
There
So
must...
you throw the plate, and it smashes, and that's it.
Okay.
Reyn, what if there's like a basement or something? All evil guys have a basement, right? That must have been in your imaginary play.
No, most of the people in these situations, right, they have like character arcs. We're already underground. This is the basement. I think they're going to be in like a throne room or something.
No. I'm saying basement.
Basement? Let's do parchment, boulder, shears.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
I don't know, actually.
I say we roll a d6.
Okay.
1 and 2 is parchment. 3 and 4 is boulders. And 5 and 6
is shears.
Yeah.
Okay. I got 4. So that's boulder.
I got shears. Parchment,
Okay.
boulder, yeah, shears. So you win.
I win round 1. Okay.
Are we doing best out of 3,
okay.
are we? Or...
Oh, we could do best out of 3.
Yeah, best out of 3, best out of 3.
Okay, here we go.
Parchment, boulder, shears.
I got a 3, so that's boulder again, isn't it?
I got boulder again. Fuck!
Okay, that's a tie.
Parchment, boulder, shears.
Go! I don't know what I got. I got a 2.
You got parchment, I got shears, and you said next one wins it. Boom! I win, we're going to the basement.
Oh, fuck.
Your words will be your downfall, my friend. And I start making my way down the stairs looking for a way to get even lower into the mansion.
And I will follow along. Pingleton, you could have helped there, man. Nudged him or something. I'll carry on forward.
Roll for perception. Actually, roll for investigation.
Oh, investigation, okay.
Oh, great. Can I not roll for perception, please?
So, when you're walking through the halls trying to find where this basement is, Jun'Gall, you just seem to be all in it. You're so proud of yourself for winning your rock paper scissors game that you're just set on finding this basement. But Reyn, as you're walking down the halls, you realise one of the doors is left wide open of one of the rooms, and it is the only door that has been left open.
I'll say, well, that looks very ominous indeed.
I'll turn back as he shouts me and like, yeah.
I found him.
You found it. What's
the basement of horrors. Well, I assume this is going to be the basement or something.
Well, off you pop. Let's go down then. You're already there.
No, you go first.
No, you go first. All right, parchment, boulder, shears.
Okay, you're right. Parchment, boulder, shears. 2, 4,
5. Fuck.
Fine.
I'll go.
Pingleton, you cover the rear, okay?
So as you walk in
that order.
As you walk in, you realise it's a library.
Well, this
No,
isn't a
library-
fucking basement, is it?
The library is one of the mansion's most prized locations, a vast chamber filled with towering bookshelves that stretch up to the vaulted ceiling. The shelves are packed with ancient tomes, scrolls, and grimoires, many of which are jewels and preserved organs. Wait, hang on.
Ugh.
Many of which are bound in human skin and written in forgotten languages. A massive stone fireplace dominates one wall, above which hangs an enormous ancient tome, chained to the wall as if it holds secrets too dangerous to be read freely. If both of you roll perception.
Not 20 for a total of 24.
19, baby.
Hey.
So, with all the books on the shelves, they all look so neatly laid out. But you both notice that there's one book slightly out of place, sort of leaning off the shelf.
I'm going to point to that and be like, you see that book? You can grab that one, mate. I ain't touching it.
And I was just going to say, I ain't touching it, and I'll just kind of poke it.
Yeah, does anything happen on the poke?
After poking it, you realise it pushes back in a bit, but then pops back out.
Oh, dude. Push it all the way in. Ain't the first time I've heard that.
I thought monks were celibate.
Not this one, baby.
We have been together most of 36 months, and not once have I seen you talk to a woman, let alone be with one.
Yeah, you wouldn't know. I went to a different school, a monastery.
Oh, right, okay, cool. And I'll push the book all the way in as I'm just kind of looking at him like, you fucking idiot.
As you push the book all the way in, it makes a click. As it clicks, the bookcase next to it starts to slide, opening a secret doorway. Behind the doorway is a necrotic sanctum.
Ugh.
I went first
Before
last
we-
time.
Okay, before we leave, I'm just can I have a glance around to see if there's like any other book that stands out, something that might have some like interesting covers or something like that. I know they say don't judge a book by its cover, but there's the only thing to go off. Okay.
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah. I will. I guess is that investigation or perception?
We'll go investigation.
Roger. That's an 18.
So, upon looking round, there is nothing that really stands out. It all just seems to be various books about necromancy and how each of the all the books are filled with different like experiments, things that the
ledgers.
Scientific
of all that's
papers,
going on. Yeah.
peer-reviewed studies.
Peer-reviewed studies.
Okay, so nothing sticks out to me that I would want to read or anything.
No.
Okay. Well, here we go. Fortune favors the bold, as they say. But I've got a lot of hair, so
I'm gonna. So as as Reyn walks down, I'm just gonna go enjoy and then pull the book back.
No way. No way.
And then
as soon as I
it
hear that, I have like a Peter Parker moment where like time slows down and I turn around and look through there, and one thought enters my head: traitor.
And then just as the door closes again, I'm gonna open it back. It's just gonna open to me pissing myself laughing, rolling on the floor.
Don't you fucking start, okay? You know I've got a fear of enclosed spaces. Why would you do this to me?
You've got a fear of everything. That's why I've done this to you.
No. It just so happens that my fears have all coalesced into this one shitty place.
Yeah,
Excuse my
well,
language.
maybe that's the gods frowning upon you.
Why would it be frowning? Why would they be frowning?
Because they've met you in your dreams with theatres. I don't know. Come on, let's go. And I'll just kind of like nudge you, go ahead of me down the stairs.
Piece of shit, man. No, yeah, I'll just carry on going forward. So we're entering the foul-smelling sanctum.
Yep. As you go in, it is a long hall, and you realise that there are cages along either side of this hall, filled with all the inhabitants of the village. As you walk further down the hall, you realise that both Draven and Ophelia are stood at the head of the hall, performing some form of ritual.
Can I roll stealth?
Yeah, I would
If
like
you
to
want.
also roll stealth here. Just sort of crouch down low, put my arm behind me, and be like, "There's trouble afoot."
So that's a 22 for me, and it's
And
Dex
20
that
for
goes
me.
off. 2 seconds as well for the big cunt as well. That's a 7 for Pingleton.
I mean, he is an owl bear.
Yeah.
A 7 for Bingleton.
Yeah.
So as you all start moving down together, you get a small way until Pingleton starts plodding along.
Plodding
His
along.
feet making quite a loud noise as he stomps down the hall, and Olivia and Raven both turn
Ophelia.
round to see you. Yeah, Ophelia, that one. Both turn round to spot you trying to creep up, and Draven goes, "You should not have come back here."
Yeah, and you shouldn't have turned all those people into zombies, you weird freak, and then I'll charge him.
Or tried to kill us with a cave in.
Roll for initiative.
Hell yeah. That is a
I'll roll
12.
for Pingleton also. I got a 13, he got a 5.
Do I get anything for initiative?
Alright, let me set up the doohickey.
Imagine having a +9 and still only getting a 12.
Yeah. Imagine being a Dragonborn. Must be pretty sick, actually.
Just you wait. Just you wait.
Dun, 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 dun.
Check the range. You're within range. Very good.
Okay.
So Draven is going to use Chill Touch on Reynaldo. So,
Okay.
Fuck off.
make a ranged spell attack against a creature who assail it with the Chill grab. On a hit, the target takes
How close does that have to be?
120 feet.
Jesus. Jun'Gall
Yeah, it's quite a
was in
long
range.
touch in it.
Yeah, it really is. Could have had Jun'Gall in that, mate. Just
Fuck
saying.
off, cunt.
What? Mr. Archdruid.
Oh wait, it's 12th level as well, so it's 3d8, even better.
What?
I just realised that.
Get fucked, Bez.
Nah, he's gonna miss. It's fine.
Right, so what's the roll? It's
It'll be a d20 plus whatever the spell to hit thing is. It'll be like a +5, +6, something like that.
so the
If you're basing it off a stat block, it should be on there. But if it's not, it will be a d20 plus their intelligence modifier. I'm pretty sure for spells.
Spell save DC whatever +7 to hit with spell attack. So is that +7 for all spells hit?
+7, yeah, for spells to hit, yeah.
Right, okay. So D20. Does 24 hit?
24?
Yep.
Yeah, 24 hits. There's nothing I can do to stop that.
So that's 3d8. Sweet.
3d8s, go and roll that shit.
12
Gonna be
points
like
of damage.
12. Oh my god, I'm clairvoyant. I knew that was coming. Okay. Okay, I mean, fair enough. As the attack hits, Reyn's he's gonna pull his hood back, and there's gonna be like a huge amount of hair coming off, and then he's gonna put the mask in front of his face, and the back of the mask glows as it just like attaches to his face, and then the hair slowly starts to turn white, and now he's ready to fight.
So next up is Zombie 4. So zombies have 20 feet range.
Bum,
15, 20.
Then it's zombie 5, 5, 10, 15, 20.
And then it's zombie 3, so that's 5, 10, 15, 20. And now it's Jun'Gall.
Okay. I am going to cast Summon Beast at 3rd level.
3rd level, shit.
No, fuck it, 2nd level.
Oh, okay.
Well, cast it at 2nd level. So that summons a bestial spirit.
Nice.
Within AC of 11 plus the level of the spell, so 13. I think I can choose what kind of spirit it is. I'm just going to say it's a land spirit. So that gives it 30 HP.
Nice.
So can you add that? Do you want me to add that? I'll add that.
Okay, you can add it.
We'll say it's a wolf
Oh,
for all intents and purposes. So summon that.
Does it say how far you can summon it? Like, can you summon it at like a range of 30 feet or something?
Oh, range 90 feet. Cool. So I'll summon it. We'll go here. No, fuck it. We'll go there. It saves me saying I'll move it. And with that, I think it takes my
Initiative, yeah.
initiative. The beast makes a number of attacks equal to half this spell's level, so it makes one attack. And it's gonna go for a maul. That's a 15. Does a 15 hit?
Is that zombie 3? Yeah.
The zombie it's next to, yeah, zombie 3. Okay, I'm gonna move that here so it's less confusing. Cool, and that is 1d8 plus 4 plus the spell level's piercing damage. Where's it fucking say the piercing damage? I don't know. 1d4. 1d8 plus 4 is 10. 10 damage.
Wow.
I am also going to move over here. And that will be my turn.
Next is Reyn.
Okay. Reyn's gonna go down to a crouching position. As he does that, his bandages start to unfurl and just sort of like hang off his arms in the air as he dashes forward. Straight to here. That's 50 points of movement, and he's gonna make an unarmed attack against zombie number 3. Where are you, Reyn? There you go. Yeah. That's nat 20 on the first attack.
Nice.
Which is a total of 30. Does 30 hit?
No. Yeah.
Okay, so that's 2d8 plus 5. Dash. 16 points of damage.
So how many points of damage was that?
16.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
Yes. As I dash forward, I'm gonna sweep the leg while I'm still on the ground in like a sprinting position, and then as the zombie's in the air, I'm just gonna jump and then do like a front flip. And as I coming down from the front flip, I'm gonna catch his head on the heel and just like slam it into the ground.
Nice.
And then he's dead now, yeah.
He is, yeah.
Okay, I can't use any more of my movement.
I'm going to just move him off the board because
Yeah, fair
he'll
enough.
probably end up coming back.
I will.
I'll put a little dot there for your brain. So
I've got one more
where it
foot of
was.
movement, or one more square of
Okay,
movement, should I
please.
say. So I'm going to go here, and then attack zombie number 5 with the flurry of blows. Actually, no, not flurry of blows. I'm just going to do my second attack against him. Because my first one wiped that other guy. Here we go.
Give me a roll, big boy.
13.
Yeah, that's
Okay. Damage is 10 points of damage. And then I am going to spend a key point to do flurry of blows. So I get 2 more attacks. So second one will be a 29 to hit. And then the third one will be a 22 to hit. So both of those attacks will hit then, I'm guessing.
yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to roll both of those. So that one's a 7, and that one's a 6.
How do you want to do this?
Yeah, as a dash up to him, after finishing off that one zombie and like bumbacly in his neck, I'm going to run up to this other one, and then just land one punch square in its chest. And then as I land the one punch, I do flurry of blows, and then the fist moves so quick it just sounds like one punch, but 2 like welts appear on the thing's chest, and then it just gets like sent backwards. And let me just knock off one key point there because I did do that, and then I will end my turn.
It's Pingleton now, right?
Nope, it's Ophelia.
Yeah, okay.
Oh
Fine.
shit!
I'll put Pingleton back in his box.
Oh. Move her first, so that's 10, 15, 20. She's gonna stay there. And let's check this first. Yeah, that's within range. She's going to follow after her husband with the chill touch. So, but she's seen this wolf suddenly appear. So she's going to attack Jun'Gall. So
She sees the wolf and then kills the dragon. Uh-oh. Yeah, uh-oh is right.
what's the roll? It's the 20 plus the thing. So there's that. Oh, yeah. Like I said, nat 20 hits. So 14 damage.
Oh my god, that could have been so much worse.
Yeah, it could have.
So I'll use my reaction, as I was said 3 times, but my mic was fucking muted. Use my reaction, uncanny dodge, to half the attack's damage against me. So how much was that?
Beautiful.
7.
7.
Already halved.
Yeah. So cool. And this is why I put Spec into Rogue.
Useful.
Hmm?
Could have done it with Monk as well. I get evasion.
Why didn't you?
No, I'm saying I do get evasion.
Was
Yeah.
your thing
What?
uncanny dodge?
Yeah.
No. Oh.
When an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to half the attack's damage against you.
It's not like the other one.
Which one are you thinking of?
Yeah, I can't remember. I need to look.
Was it evade?
I've got evasion. Yeah, when you're subjected to an effect that allows you to make a dex saving throw, take only half damage. So that's the one that I've got. He's got uncanny dodge.
I've got the better one.
Yeah, you got the better one. But if you hit me with a fireball, oh boy, you messed me up. I'm taking half of that.
Oh, you can't even use fucking deflect missile.
Me?
Yeah.
On a fireball, no, but
You can't use it
if
on
you got a little
anything.
crossbow,
It's all fucking magic.
that's what I'm saying. You got a little crossbow out there, bro. Feel free to use it.
Pull out a zombie with a fucking crossbow on it. So now it's Pingleton's turn.
Cool. So he gets 40 feet of movement. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
What a beast.
30, 35, 40.
How much
back
has he
one.
got? 40?
Go back one.
What? No, that was 40. That was 40.
It wasn't because
It
you were
wasn't.
going. It wasn't because you were going 35, 40.
Right, did I? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you fucking
So I was looking at
Did
the
I?
thing at the same time. Sorry, that's on me. And yeah, he'll end his time there. Yeah, he'll end his turn there.
Next is zombie 1, so that's that one. So 5, 10, 15, 20. And next is zombie 2, so 5, 10, 15, 20. And they'll end their turns. And now it's back to Draven.
Draven.
Big Daddy.
I don't
Big
like
Daddy
Draven.
D.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Ah!
He's so
Whoops.
he's going to use Raise Dead to create 2 zombies occupying spaces within 30 feet of him, and he's just going to raise the other 2 back again.
Good.
Fair enough. But now he's put himself in a precarious position. One that I fully
Yes.
intend to take advantage of.
Brayden.
And this is just going to turn to Jun'Gall and be like, they fucking came back.
Well, yeah, they're zombies. What do you expect?
I don't know.
Brayden, quick question. How tall is this room?
No idea.
How,
On a scale of 10
Uh,
feet to 100 feet, what would you say?
big enough to have statues in it, clearly, so...
That's at least
Say
200
about-
feet.
But now I'm really shit with measurements.
Well, you're 4 foot tall.
That's 4 feet's worth.
How many Braydens high?
Yeah, about 60 feet.
Oh, okay. That's decent.
I'm Braid. Yeah, okay, cool. Okay. Okay, cool.
Why? Oh, I know why.
Alright, so next is zombie 4. 5, 10, 15, 20. Keep him there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and he can actually attack this time. Yeah.
Is he attacking me?
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna deflect missiles.
Okay, 4 does not
Unlucky.
hit.
A
Oh,
4
no.
doesn't hit, no.
No. And then so he ends his turn. So now it's zombie 5, who is also enraged. So that's another roll. 14 also does not hit.
I'm afraid
So
not, young man.
yeah, that's I'll do. Now it's zombie 3, and he's gonna hit the wolf.
Oi!
Yeah, fuck your wolf.
Oi.
the wolf.
Does 10 hit?
No, actually it doesn't.
And now it's Jun'Gall.
Cool, so the wolf is, first off, going to bite. Is that a thing? Maul, sorry.
No.
Does a 18 hit?
Zombie's armor rating is 8, so
Cool, so that's a crit technically, yeah? And then 1d8 plus 4 is 5 damage to zombie 3. And then Jun'Gall is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Pingleton's got no space.
Nah, that I trust. I know what I'm doing. Don't worry about it. And I am going to cast. Let me just double check. Moonbeam.
Moon.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Moonbeam, and it is going to be. So it's a 5-foot radius. So how's that work? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to cast it there. And they need to roll a Constitution saving throw. The DC is 10.
DC's 10.
Mm-hmm.
If any of these fail, if Draven fails this, he's a fucking fraud.
What was the roll?
Con saving throw for zombie 1, 2, and Draven.
That is okay. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So Zombie 1 and Draven both pass the con. Zombie 2 does not.
Okay, so I'll roll the damage. That is 8 damage.
Ah.
So with that,
To all of them or to Zombie 2?
to zombie 2. So I'm just going to read it out for you. When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there, it is engulfed in ghostly flames that cause searing pain, and it must make a con saving throw. It takes 2d10 radiant damage on a saved, or half as much on a successful, so 1 and Draven both take 4 damage. And 2 takes 8.
2.
Oh.
And then 4 on Draven and Zombie 1.
Yeah. And then when they start their turn, they also have to make another Constitution saving throw. Also, a shape changer makes its throw with disadvantage. I'm just saying that just in case Draven's a shape changer.
Is it Necromancer? Why would it be a shape changer?
Because you never know these days.
Reyn's turn.
My turn. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I move through this gap here, just to go on the other side?
You
here?
can, yes. But
Yeah.
you'd have to roll for Zombie 3.
For zombie 3, because I'm leaving his thingy. Yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead. That's fine. I'll take an attack from that.
D20. No, that doesn't hit.
Excellent. Okay, I'm gonna after slipping between those two, I'm gonna spin on the spot and then pull out my shuriken of thunderous intent. And as I pull it out, it sparks. And I'm gonna fling it towards zombie 2. That is a 29 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so that's gonna do on just the damage itself 6 plus 1d6 lightning damage, which is a 6. So that's 12 damage to that zombie. And then because he's within 5 feet of Draven and zombie 1, it's gonna bounce from zombie 2 to Draven, and then from Draven to zombie 1. So zombie 2 takes 12 damage.
Yeah, and what's the damage for Draven and Zombie 1?
That's just the d6 I roll for them, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so for Draven, that's 4 points of damage. And then for the other zombie, that's going to be just 1 point of damage. Lame. Lame.
Right.
Now. Oh, go on.
Go on.
I was just going to say, because that thing returns to my hand and I've still got my second attack, I would like to do that again.
I didn't think this through. Shit.
I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna hit that thing again. Hit that thing. So for zombie 2, that's gonna be a 15 to hit.
How do you want to do this?
Hell yes. As I spin, I'm gonna unleash it, and instead of going in a straight line, it kind of arcs off to the side, and then as it passes by Draven and hits the first zombie, some of that lightning is gonna spark off and hit Draven, then bounce to the other one, and then it basically like slices the zombie, as the first one that it hits, takes his head clean off, and then the other attack. Oh, I already rolled that, didn't I? 15. Shit. Ignore that one. I'm rolling the damage now. So that's. Why the hell is that not showing up now? That's 7 on the zombie that's gone now. He's dead. And then for Draven, he's going to take 2 points of thunder damage. And then that other zombie is going to take 2 points of thunder damage as well. Or lightning damage, sorry.
Yep.
And
no. Oh, still
then
go.
for my bonus
Fucking
action,
this guy.
I forget my dicks.
Yeah. On my bonus action, I'm gonna spend a key point to do patient defense. So I take the dodge action basically. I should have spent 2 by now, so that's 13. And then what does dodge do now? Pretty sure it gives like disadvantage. I take the focus entirely on avoiding attack started. Any attack roll made against me until the start of my next turn has disadvantage if I can see the attacker. And I make dexterity saving throws with advantage. But that'll be the end of my turn.
Yep. Right, so next is Ophelia. So... oh, what kind of fun could I have with this?
Not a lot, please.
Holy shit. I'll take that.
Well,
Fuck.
that's never good.
Rip.
So that's 30 feet range. So, oh wait, I get disadvantage on attacks against you, don't I?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess it can still be pretty high. Do it. Okay. So I'm going to cast.
Tasha's hideous laughter. Ooh.
So I'm going to use Blight on you.
Shit.
So you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw. That is a 17.
Nailed it.
Yeah. So half damage and a disadvantage. I need to roll 8d8.
Huh?
Yeah, you heard that.
Yeah, Blight at 4th level is 8d8.
Fuck. Can I deflect missiles on that?
Roll that twice because it's disadvantage. So 38 halved.
What's 24?
19.
Oh, 19. Damn.
How many kills you get?
19. Damn, I'm taking damage, bro.
And with that, I will end my turn.
Yeah, you better, pussy. Who's up next then?
Is it Pingleton?
Alba.
Yep. Cool.
Pingling.
So 5, 10, 15, 20.
Oh wow, he's engaging them all.
How did we get there?
So I was here.
Yeah.
He's leaped over me, we'll say. 5, 10, 15, 20. Is that okay? Do you understand how movement works?
Yep, that works.
Cool, I don't. So the owlbear makes 2 attacks, one with its beak and one with its claws. Melee attack weapon +7 to hit. So he's gonna go for zombie 5. 17.
17 will hit, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Cool.
anything over an 8.
Yeah, and that's on zombie
Ah.
5. And that's 1d10 +5. 1d10.
What zombie is it against?
Zombie 5. And that is 10 damage against zombie 5. And then, again, d20 +7. That was its claw attack it did against... No, sorry, that was its beak attack against zombie 5. And its claw attack is going to be against zombie 4. Which is... What do I get? 8 +7, 15. Which hits, and that's 2d8 +5. So that is... What do I get? 11 +5. 16 damage against zombie 4.
16?
Yeah.
Yep.
That thing's powerful, man.
Is that everything?
Yeah. I don't think he can do anything else. No, yeah, that's everything.
What was the saving throw again?
That is a Constitution saving throw of 10.
What's this for?
It's...
The moonbeam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's that plus.
Also, I'm pretty sure because the zombie that I killed is dead in the radiant damage, it can't be brought back.
Let me have a look at it.
Because I'm sure zombies have got like some kind of thing against radiant. I might be chatting out my bum.
I'm pretty sure it was there's undead fortitude. If damage reduces a zombie to 0 hit points, it must take a Constitution saving throw with a DC of 5 plus the damage taken, unless the damage is radiant or from a critical hit. On success, the zombie drops to 1 health points instead. It just means it can't do the 1 HP thing. It just.
Oh, okay.
Cool. What did Draven get?
It's not Draven, it's zombie 1.
Oh, what did he get?
It failed.
Alright, cool. So that is 14 points of damage.
Damn.
Zombie 1, so still alive. So 5, 10, 15, 20. And zombie 2 is dead, so we're back to another con saving throw. D20. Tell me it's got a +1. Yeah, that's 10. Beat it.
Cool. And that is half rounded down 5 damage.
He's going to go. And. Are you still in that disadvantage state, Vez?
Yeah,
Yes,
until
I
the
am.
start of his next turn.
Okay, so.
Who's it now, by the way? Draven.
So 120, yeah, so 20-foot sphere. So he is using Cloud Kill.
Oh, great.
Create a 20-foot radius sphere of poisonous yellow-green fog centered on a point you choose within range. The fog spreads around corners. It lasts for the duration or until strong wind disperses the fog, ending the spell.
Sorry, what was that?
Is
this a good
time? This is a good time to point out that I'm immune to poison.
I am also
You're
immune to
immune.
poison.
Are you?
Yes.
You're resistant to poison.
What's the difference?
You take
Disadvantage.
half damage.
So half damage plus my uncanny dodge is quarter damage. Cool. I'm okay
Yeah,
with
that's
Okay.
fine.
that.
It can. Oh wait, what about Pingleton and Wolf?
Obviously not.
They wouldn't be. Ba-da-bum. Bum, ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum.
Put it there, right? So. Where the fuck's it gone? There it is. Creature enters the spell area for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there. The creature must make a con saving throw, so con saving throws.
Cool. So for me,
12.
that is 20 for me.
Yeah.
Constitution 7 plus 3. So for Pingleton, that is a 16. And then let me just pull up the stats for the wolf. Plus 3 again. So that is 20. So we all saved.
So half as much damage. So you get half and then half again. 18 damage. So 9 damage and then 4 damage for you.
So it's 21, 50, and then I take 4 off.
Yeah,
Cool.
yours is 4, the other 2 are 9.
Yeah, cool.
And zombie 4 and 3. So zombie 4 is going to be dead anyway.
Oh yeah.
Roll anything. And zombie 3 con saving. That passes. Yeah, so Draven's going to end his turn. So now zombie. Where am I? Zombie 4's dead. Zombie 5 is still
Okay,
alive. So zombie 5's gonna attack Reyn.
He can try. It's at disadvantage.
Oh yeah. No, that's a miss, so he's gonna end his turn. And now it's zombie 3. So he's gonna attack the fat owlbear in front of him.
Alright, leave Pingleton alone.
He's actually relatively skinny for his size.
She.
Oh, whoops.
10. I'm assuming that's a fail.
You would be correct, yeah.
Yeah, so next is Jun'Gall.
Cool, so I'm going to use my action to move the sphere here. So if you could both please give me Constitution saving throws.
14 and a nat 20.
Yeah, so they save. So they only take half damage. Take 9 damage.
Zombie 1 is dead.
Dun, dun.
And since Draven got a nat 20, is that at disadvantage?
It's a
Or is
close-
it halved?
You'd have to Google that.
I think it just takes half. Because he basically got a nat 20 to succeed the check, so he just suffers the consequences of half of that damage.
So he takes 9 damage flat.
Half of the damage. He succeeded in it. He got a nat 20 in
Yeah.
the save, so he'll take half of that.
So full damage was 18.
Oh, 18. Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay. I
So
thought
he
full
takes-
damage was 9.
So he takes
Okay.
9 damage because it's half.
Yeah.
Cool.
But if he's passed a saving throw at a crit pass, would that not be extra?
That's your call to make, Mary. I don't know if that's in the rules. Let me
I
just
don't
check.
think it's in the rule. I saw something the other day it turned, so unless it's an attack, in the official rules, unless it's an attack or something, crits don't count, technically. But obviously everyone plays rules as crits do count.
9 damage. Next is Reyn.
I've not finished my turn, thank you very much.
Oh, right.
Jesus. So I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4.
What's
That's
that?
20 feet.
Okay. You're
Yeah.
in a pillar right there, by the way. There you
20
go.
feet. And Wolfie is going to attack, which is... It's going to attack zombie 3. That's a nat 20, so that works. So that would be...
I keep clicking out, sorry.
So that is 2d8 plus 4. So that is 12 damage to zombie 3.
No, I just want to do it.
He's just gonna leap on top of him and start tearing off the limbs. So go, and then he's gonna go here.
Whoa, we better not be.
He's not come for you, don't worry. And I'll end my turn there.
Oh wait. I think you need the con saving throw as well for the poison cloud. Yeah.
So Wolf got a 9, and I got a crit fail. So how much damage?
25. So it'd be what, half of that, wouldn't it? Because you've got resistance for you, but would it be full for the wolf? Has the wolf
Good.
got resistance?
No,
I
it's
don't
just
think so.
it's just a bestial spirit.
That'd be 25 then.
Okay.
Ooh.
25 for
5
the wolf.
HP.
So how much am I taking off? Sorry, 25. 25 halved. 12.
That's for the wolf. That's for the. Oh, for you. Yeah.
Yeah. 17. Cool. The wolf's dead, so how do you want to play that? Because I've already killed it.
Oh.
You've already killed the wolf.
I already killed the zombie. But
Fuck it, we'll just kill it as well. We'll just say it was a slow acting, so you managed to get your attack off.
Cool.
But it just choked out in the
Cool.
poison.
No, Wolfie.
So is that your turn done?
Yeah.
Right, so it's Reyn now.
Reyn is gonna, having seen the carnage and the smoke, he's looking at Draven, but Draven's in the holy light, so he's gonna instead fix his eyes on Ophelia. Same thing again, he's gonna crouch down and then dash. There's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
So let me do a roll for the zombie.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
he doesn't have disadvantage, no.
Never mind, doesn't.
Doesn't
The
hit.
rolls for the zombies are so shit.
Yeah, they're not great at all. Okay, now that I'm face to face with Ophelia, I'm gonna go ahead and think to myself, I don't really feel comfortable hitting a woman, but then again, this bitch is probably old as fuck and no longer human, so I'm gonna start laying into her.
Love that
first
thought
attack,
process.
Yeah, is unarmed, and that's gonna be a 17 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, roll the damage. That is 8 points of damage on the first strike.
Yep.
And then I'm going to spend a key point to do Flurry of Blows. Where is my Flurry of Blows? There it is. First attack is a 24.
Yeah.
So that's going to do 13 points of damage on the first hit. And then the second hit is going to be...
How many points was that, sorry?
Where is it?
The first one.
First attack did... well, the very first one did 8. The first Flurry of Blows one did 13.
13, right, sound.
Yeah. My next attack, Flurry of Blows, was 12, so I'm guessing that doesn't hit.
Actually, is it?
Yeah, for the AC, yeah. So that hits,
Yeah.
okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay, so then another bit of attack there. That is 11 points of damage on that second hit. And I'm going to burn another key point to do with my open hand technique. Whenever you hit one of your Flurry of Blows, you can impose one of the following effects on that target. Fall prone, gets pushed 15 feet if it fails saving throw. Or I can do a stunning strike, which I think is what I'm going to do. So they need to do a con saving throw to beat a DC of 17.
Jesus.
Yeah. And if they fail it, they get stunned.
For how long?
Until the end of my next turn.
That's a fail.
Oh, clock her right in the... Light her up with a few 1-2s and then hit her with a right cross and just spin her head to the side. Her eyes are rolling back. She is stunned right now. So she can't take actions, I don't think. Stunned.
No, you just can't do anything.
Lol.
It's beautiful.
That's fine, they're using all your key points on the first phase.
He's got 15. I think he can manage.
Don't you worry about it. I got something in the bank, bro. I got something. And that will end my turn. Really and truthfully, I should have done that to Draven, but it is what it is.
Owlbear next.
Cool. So start off with a con saving throw is a d20 plus 3. That's a 19.
I think that beats it. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. And then.
Sorry.
Okay. 5, 10.
So, what was it? 5d8. So
Cloudkill is dangerous, man.
this is 23. So half of 22, 11 damage.
Cool. Sound. So he's going to use. He's moved here. He's going to use his first attack on zombie 5. So d20 plus 7. So that is a lot. We're going to say it hits. Rough guess.
Yeah. 8.
Yeah. And then that's 1d10 plus 5 is 7 damage.
How is Zombie 5 still up, man?
I don't know. Because it's still up, I'm going to go again. So, Bosch with its second attack is 20. So that's 2d8 plus 5.
It's probably dead.
I should hope so.
Unless
I
you
mean,
roll
it's
2
on
ones.
5 HP. You've got plus 5. It's dead.
Yeah. So that's
How do you want to do this?
17 damage. He's
Nice.
just gonna, because that was the second one was its claw attack. Right, so I'll put it back. I want to show you what it's done. So it's hit
How's
it.
that?
It's hit it, and it's just gonna go poof, poof, hit off the statue onto the ground,
Nice.
and then yeah, it's dead. So it died there.
He's dead.
And then he's gonna come and join the fray. So he's got 25
The
feet. No. Did I say 15? Hang on. So it was there. There? There.
It went up and then
It was
left.
one
and
up.
then up.
It was one up from there.
It was what? So it's here. So
It was
it's
there when it started.
5, 10, 15 is what I did. So yeah, it's got
Yeah.
25 feet left. So
Just remember, he's going to take damage in that moonbeam. thing
yeah,
as
I
well.
know. I wasn't gonna do that. It's fine. 5, 10, 15. Cool. And it's gonna end its turn there.
Hingleton.
Okay, so I
Dun.
failed the
Con.
con.
Cool. So that is 8 damage.
Nice. How do you want to do this?
Imagine.
I'm going to use Vampiric Touch.
Oh, good heavens.
If you kill Pingleton,
on
I
Pingleton.
swear to God.
Oh,
You're a horrible human being.
So, to hit.
As Reyn sees it happening, he's going to, in slow motion, reach out and be like, no.
And what's the plus? Does it 18 hit?
Nah.
18 doesn't hit.
Yeah, of course it hits you, fucking asshole. Does
So-
18 hit? Where do you get off? Harming a defenseless little owl there. I mean, neither
Not
of
really
those
little.
statements are defenseless, but you know.
So that's 13 points of damage.
Bro, you're killing me here.
And I regain 6.
You regain what?
I regain 6 health points. I'm just going to focus you off the valve now.
You're a horrible human being.
I won't let it happen. I swear. I'm
It
going to break
shan't
my
be allowed.
monitor. I swear.
So, is he doing anything else to harm my little piggy?
No, it's just going to be Jun'Gall now.
Cool. Weirdly enough, that moonbeam is going to follow you.
Oh, wow.
See, does moving it cost
It's an action.
a point?
No,
But
it's
does
not.
it cost a point of casting the spell base? Is it casting
no.
it again?
No,
No,
it's
I
because
don't
it's
think
the
it
same
counts
spell.
as one.
It's the same spell, but it costs an action to move it.
If he broke it and then cast it again,
Yeah.
that would be another spell slot.
But that is not what's happening. So if you could give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
That moonbeam's really following him around, bro.
That's what he gets for being a cunt.
So that's a fail.
So that is 16 points of damage.
Ooh.
And then
What now?
5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to climb up the banister. 25, 30. And
He's joined the Walder Fray.
I don't think there's anything else I can and
Also,
want to do.
Draven got hit with thingy, so he's going to have to do con saving throw for the cloud kill.
What?
Draven.
Oh yeah, he's going to have to do a con save for the cloud kill, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Because he took damage, so he's going to have to see if he can maintain concentration on cloud kill. If
Oh,
it's a
no, it's not a
concentration spell.
concentration spell.
It's not.
That's wild.
That's fuck. Anyway, continue.
Oh no, it does move though. Hang on.
Cool. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna do. Oh, actually, I'm gonna use my bonus action to dash.
It is concentration.
It's not.
Cloud kill, duration, concentration, up to 10 minutes.
No, this is. Oh right, the fucking C. Yeah, it doesn't fucking say constitute on mine.
Cool. Well, anyway, I'm gonna just quickly beforehand. I'm gonna use dash. And I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And that is the end of my turn.
It's Reyn next.
It's me next. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just carry on lighting up Ophelia. Where is my attacks, man? Where's my attacks? All right, number 1 is a 15 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, first bit of damage is 8. Second attack will be a 13.
Yeah.
Oh, that is as well. Okay, so that's 8 plus 9. So that's some amount of damage. I can't bother doing the maths in my head. 17 points of damage.
17 in total for all of them.
Yeah, for both of those attacks.
Yeah.
And then for my bonus action, nothing. I'm not going to do anything. I will end my turn.
It's the owlbear next. Oh no, it's Ophelia because the stun's gone. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
So Ophelia is going to use Blight.
Good.
Attack from con
I forgot about
saving
that. I should have
throw
stunned
on Jun'Gall.
Good. It's an 11.
I heard all those.
37.
Fucking hell.
And you need to roll another con saving throw for the moonbeam.
Yes.
Christ, man. Welcome to my world. Welcome to Brixton.
It's an 11, that passes.
Yep.
Cool.
So next is the owlbear.
Okay, cool. So that'll be...
Damn, wait, how are you on 27 HP?
Because
that
you
was
keep
only...
fucking targeting me.
Oh, okay.
I was on 70 before.
Oh, because of the cloud cut. Yeah, my bad. Yeah.
He doesn't fucking like me, does he? So.
I'm trying to get rid of that fucking moonbeam.
What the fuck? It's not happening. It's staying. Okay, cool. So, gonna go for the first attack on Draven. So, plus 7 is 13. Does that hit? Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. And that is, I think, 8. 8 damage. And then he will do... He'll go for Draven again with his claws.
Good idea. Yeah.
And that is 20.
Nice.
Which
Who was
is
that on?
The Draven.
Okay, yeah.
And that is plus, so 8 plus 5, 13 damage.
Yep. How do you want to do this?
Oh,
Thank God.
Pringleton got it.
Pringleton. Leave my boy alone.
Pringles.
Leave my girl alone, sorry. I keep forgetting she's a girl.
Exactly.
So he's going to obviously she's going to have nipped at him with her beak and taken off some of the flesh that's hanging off of him. And then with the second, she's going to do exactly what she did with the zombie. And she's just going to swipe at him and like an upward kind of motion to like kind of give him some air time, and then he's going to hit off the top of the statue and then fall down like with his back on the spear. So his back's going to be on the spear and he's just kind of going to be laid there like kind of lifeless.
Wait, is he impaled on the spear?
Not impaled on the spear.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that would have been sick. I'm gonna look to Pingleton and give him a thumbs up. Sorry.
She's just gonna wave at you.
So next is Jun'Gall.
You flirting with me?
Cool. I'm gonna use my action to put the moonbeam here.
What's the damage on it?
It is on the moonbeam.
Yeah.
2d10.
You will absorb it.
Okay, let's see how this goes. What was it? Constitution?
Absorb.
Con saving throw, yeah.
That's a fail.
Cool. 16.
So how do you want to do this?
Oh my god, beautiful.
Mad. She's just going to like the light is going to move around Reyn in between myself and him, and then it's going to just consume her in this blinding white light, turning her into just a pile of ash and bone. And yeah.
Finger guns.
So, with the end of that battle, you see them both laying there, and you see a bright purple light start coming up from the floor, and both Draven and the ashes of Ophelia start to glow and start floating into the air.
Well, shit.
That's not good.
And as they start floating, Ophelia's body starts getting rebuilt, and Draven starts to gain more power, and their bodies start to glow. Looking at them, it looks like they're starting to gain more power.
Is there anything we can do to interact with that? Can I like throw a shuriken at him?
You can try it.
Okay, I'll throw a shuriken.
Could
And while
I
throw the shuriken, I'll say I knew I had a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, it's fine because it's morphin time. Can I use my wild shapes now, please?
I rolled a 27 to hit.
I'll go.
Can I? Yeah, I'll use my wild shapes, and I'm going to turn into a young green dragon.
Oh.
Thanks to my armor.
You wouldn't even have to morph, you just get bigger and bigger.
Yeah, well, so that's the thing. My armor scales around me,
Oh, this is cool.
so I just become this, and at that point, my concentration on the moonbeam ends. I'll just put myself there.
Oh, it's gonna be fun.
And drop like 40 tons on us.
Oh, I've just seen one of the spells. It's just nah. Too
Well, if
strong.
it helps, I did 8 damage on that shuriken. If 27 hits.
You know what? I'll take that off
Hey, nice.
just to be nice, because this is gonna be insane. How much damage was it you did?
I can't remember.
8.
8 damage.
Sweet. So down to that. So as they start floating in the air, you hear a voice, a mangled voice that seems to come from nowhere. It feels like it's in your head, but you hear this mangled voice. You hear the mangled voice in the back of your heads, going, "Return to me, my minions." And as they both come back, glowing eyes, blinding light coming out of it, you sense that shit's about to get difficult.
Jun'Gall, I don't like the looks of this. By the way, you can understand me. and
Yeah, no, I know.
understand
I
your
can
voice.
I can speak common anyway.
Okay.
My voice just comes out louder than normal because obviously I'm larger,
Yeah.
and I just be like, "Well, let's hope so."
Okay. I'm gonna get in
One
like a
sec, just
fight
getting the.
pose. I am going to. You see, Reynaldo, take a deep breath. His mask is still firmly attached. His hair is like flowing and white. He undoes the top part of his robes to expose his bare body, and he's going to use his action to cast Wholeness of Body. And once per long rest, as an action, I regain 45 HP.
You're a scumbag.
And that takes me up to full. And then, yeah, you see his body bruises and cuts and little stabs start to heal up as a light emanates from within and then disappears. And now
Back up to max.
I'm back up to max HP now. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to spend a key point to patient defense. And so now any attacks have got disadvantage against me.
Yep.
I will... I can do some movement, can't I? Are they just back where they died?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I'll stay where I am. But yeah, robes are now flowing. And I will take a defensive stance. And then, yeah, that'll be the end of my turn.
Pretty fucking interesting. So it's Ophelia next. She's going to use. So that's.
She's going to
that's
use
an
Deep
extra
Throat. And I happily accept.
one. I will use
Blight.
Blight.
Yeah.
Since I have my fucking spell slots back, I will use Blight on Pingleton.
Oh,
No!
Good.
So
You
what's
scumbag.
I need the attack throw.
Is it an attack or is it a save?
It's an attack. 8.
8 misses.
Oh, thank fuck.
So next is Pingleton.
Cool. Fuck.
Retribution.
Doesn't say anything about like disengaging or anything.
They would get attack of opportunity with a melee strike.
Yeah.
They wouldn't get to cast a spell unless they had a specific feat.
Yeah. Okay. So he's going to go for both of his attacks. She, is going to go for both of her attacks. Ah, fuck it, it's a he. It's getting too complicated. I'll just keep mixing the gender because I naturally say he because it was originally a he.
Okay.
I retconned it just for that one bit. So he is going to do both of his attacks on Ophelia. So first up, he's going to nip at her with his beak. So that is a 10 misses, I assume.
Yep.
And then with its claws, that's a crit fail, so that misses also. And then he is just going to bound away. So it's if you want to roll for attack of opportunity.
Yeah, that misses.
Cool. So it's going to go 5, 10. Yeah, it's just going to go there. Cool. And that will be Pingleton's turn.
5, 10, 15. He's going to use. Ooh. So he's going to use Blight.
Oh, what a shock.
On Pingleton.
Oh, what a shock.
What?
because
He's going for the
he's seen him
emotional
trying to escape, so
Is this Draven that's done that?
he
Yeah.
wants to prevent that. Yeah. So 19.
Pingleton.
How much damage?
Pringle, no.
Stop calling him Pringle.
Pringle can.
I hate you.
41.
Wow.
Wow. That is fucked.
Doesn't something special happen if he gets hit by blight and it kills him?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he can't be like resurrected by normal means.
Let's have a look. If it's
Nah, it's more for plant creatures and magical plants.
Okay.
Oh wait, if you target a non-magical plant. Oh wait, no, it's not a plant.
Hang on. Blight's a Constitution saving throw.
Oh yeah, you need to make the throw.
Yeah, it's not a roll for attack. It's a con saving throw.
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
Oh. Wait, yeah, I was shocked because you made me roll the con saving throw and then you didn't do that after. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, I guess I didn't
really
roll.
roll.
Cool. Good.
I missed out
So,
on that.
well, that is a 22.
Yeah. So that would be 20 damage still.
Cool. He is hanging on by a thread.
Next is Jun'Gall.
Cool. Okay. So.
He's so
I am
excited.
going to go.
How much health does this fucking dragon have?
The answer to that is 136 hit points.
So maybe
lot
I
more
should
than
use this
any of
insane spell then.
Cool.
for
And could you do me a favor and roll a con saving throw for Ophelia and Draven?
And Draven, does that still hit?
I think so. Let me double check. Let me.
Or is it?
Let me.
Because if it's 30 feet, it just misses.
No, that hit.
Damn, okay.
You're in the line of fire, but you're resistant, so it's fine.
I'm not resistant, I'm immune.
Ophelia's
yeah.
a 12, Draven's a nat 20.
Cool. So Ophelia, let me roll for damage here, and it is an insane one. It is 12d6.
Wow.
Definitely using this fucking spell.
12.
I can't wait for this. You're gonna have such a pain in the ass.
So that's 41 damage.
Wow.
So
Enraged by seeing Pringleton get
yeah, Ophelia
Is
takes
that just
4.
for Ophelia though?
Yeah, and then Draven takes
20.
half.
Okay. So
That's so ridiculous.
Can I? Yeah, let me double check. Makes okay, no, okay, cool. Yeah, so that is all I'm gonna do.
right, so it's Reyn's turn now.
Okay. Who was it that casted Blight on Pringleton?
Draven.
Draven.
Okay, haven't seen Draven do that. He's gonna crouch down again and then just like straight to Draven.
So that's an attack from Ophelia.
Yeah.
Nothing. Yeah, it's a miss.
Cool. I'm going to attack with my unarmed strike against Draven. That is a 25 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, first attack does 9 points of damage. Let me get my calculator out here. Okay, so that's 9. Okay, so then second attack will be a nat 20.
That's
a
what we
total
like
of
to
30.
fucking see.
And that's going to be 2d8 plus 5. So that is
Give it
a
up,
further
baby.
16 points of damage
So that is 25 damage thus far.
so far, yeah. And then I'm going to spend a key point to do Flurry of Blows, so another 2 attacks. Flurry of Blows. The next one's going to be a 13. Oh, that doesn't hit, does it? Does a 13 hit?
Yep.
13 hits? Damn, okay.
Woo!
The necromancer's fucking mage's armor isn't good.
Fair enough. That's 6 on that
So
next one.
31 altogether.
Okay, and then a final Flurry of Blows is going to be a 22 to hit, which does hit.
Cool.
Plus 1d8. Oh my god, another 6. So
It's 37 damage altogether.
And then I'm going to spend one more key point to do Stunning Strike on that last one. So he has to make a con saving throw with a DC of 17, otherwise he'll be stunned.
Nice. Monks are fucking nuts.
Busted. Level 50 in monk. You're out of your mind, bro.
That's wild.
19.
That's
19.
bullshit.
Okay.
Oh, actually, it'd be a 20. No, yes, it's +1. Yeah, 20.
No, it was a 19. Relax.
It was a 19 roll, +1 for the con.
Okay. Well, he doesn't get stunned then. But he did take 37 licks there, so that's fine. And I will end my turn.
Alright, so it's Ophelia's turn, and shit's about to get fun.
Try me, bitch.
Goodbye, Jun'Gall.
Yeah.
She summons Vecna.
So
And it all links in.
1d4. Come on. 2, so +1, 3. And she's going to use Time Stop.
Oh, great.
What's that do?
You briefly stop the flow of time for everyone but yourself. No time passes for other creatures while you take 1d4 +1 turns in a row, so 3 turns in a row, during which you can use actions and move as normal.
What about us, though? What can we do?
Nothing.
Great. In a bit, Jun'Gall.
Is there not, like... Do we not roll for saves or anything?
No.
I'm going to read this.
No,
Yeah,
the spell ends if one of the actions I use during this period or any effect that I create during this period affects a creature other than me or an object being worn or carried. So if I do damage, it ends it,
Okay.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
but it allows me to do some shit.
I'm going to use Blood Gem on myself and then cast
Ooh.
Blood Gem again.
Exactly. I'm going to go...
That's so
10,
powerful.
15,
A 9th
20,
level
25.
spell.
There we
Where's she gone?
go. All the way down there.
Ophelia.
You'll do what to me?
Huh?
Ophelia? I hardly know her.
You'll feel me. And then I'm going to cast. Where is it? There it is. 8 these. Okay, so I'm going to cast Circle of Death.
Yep. I knew it was coming.
You had to open your mouth.
And I'm going to cast it at 8th level.
Oh, great.
So that's 12d6. So it's a 60-foot area.
Is that immediate attack or because I'm pretty sure it's like a dex save, right?
There we go.
Constitution save.
On.
Constitution, okay. Good heavens.
Oh, good heavens.
Let me do a con save then.
Yeah.
What's the DC we have to beat, by the way, before I roll it?
Question, am I rolling as a green dragon or am I rolling as me?
Green Dragon.
Green
Alright,
dragon.
so that is
Why the fuck is it gone?
plus 3.
Oh, that's me dead, I think.
17.
Constitution.
I got an
Fuck's sake,
11.
how do I move the
That's a
fucking
nat
circle?
20,
Why won't it let
baby.
me move it?
It's a nat fucking 20.
I'll move it for you. Where do you want it?
Just so it's not hitting Draven.
Like there?
Yeah, that works.
I'll move it a little bit. There we go.
Yeah, so I got a nat 20, so...
Okay, so you take half the damage.
Yeah.
I'm going to take full whack.
And what does Pingleton?
Oh yeah, shit, I forgot about him.
Probably gonna die anyway. But...
Yeah, no, 100% dead.
Not Bingley.
Oh, I can't believe you're killing Pingleton. He's been on mine and Jun'Gall's and Reyn's ventures for so long.
At least 4 years worth of sessions, man. Come on, don't do this.
3 years.
Oh, okay.
That's... Have you... Did this... So that's 37.
I failed, so I'm taking 37 points of damage, yeah?
So...
Yep.
Yeah, so
Okay, that could have been so much worse. Holy shit.
Pingleton's dead. I am,
Oh.
however, going to just draw a circle around where he was, just so I know. Cool. How much damage was that, sorry, Bryn?
37.
So...
We're still in time stop as well.
Yeah. Well, no,
Shit.
because we've took damage.
Yeah, you're taking damage.
Oh,
Stand off.
true. Is Circle of Death over now?
Yeah.
Cool, because
Oh,
that is really obnoxious. Oh,
So since it That was Ophelia's go. It was the owlbear's next, so that means it's Draven. So
At least
Draven,
call him by his name.
Draven's gonna use time stop.
Oh, fuck off.
This is dumb. This is so dumb.
And he's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he's going to use
Oh, yeah, the beak, my bad.
Circle of Death
Oh, what a coincidence.
at 8th level.
What a coincidence. Con saving throws.
We don't need to save
Circle
throw that. We just get hit by it.
No, Circle of Death's a con saving throw.
Oh, Circle of Death. I thought you said time stop.
No. Cons. What to get? So.
Another
15.
con save.
15.
Oh, I got a nat 20 for a total of 27.
Nice. I got 15.
So Reyn passes, Jun'Gall doesn't.
Cool.
That will be
Oh, I hate that sound.
36.
Oh, God,
36 full.
I don't need to do
Yeah.
math. It's 99
So
minutes.
that's 18
Okay.
for me.
60.
And I don't benefit from evasion because that wasn't even a thingy.
Is that right?
You
Right.
can't
days.
evade Circle of
Minus
Death.
30. Minus.
Nope.
Yeah. Cool. Alright, cool.
And then I want his turn, so next is Jun'Gall.
Cool. How do I get fucking.
Is Circle of Death over now? Yeah.
Noxious ass fucking.
Thank God. That's the only reason.
So
why.
annoying. Cool. So I'm gonna fly over to
Oh no, it's more like
here. Over to
dodge out the way
here.
of the. And then there's a pillar there, just so you.
Yeah. And then again, I'm going to do poison breath. So that's a So if you could give me a DC Constitution saving throw.
An 18 and 1.
Cool. So.
Yeah, 18 being Draven and 1 being Ophelia.
Cool. So Ophelia takes 49 damage, and
Oh.
Draven takes 24.
Yeah.
Cool.
Is that you done?
Yeah.
It's Reyn next.
Cool. Reyn's gonna, after seeing the death of his friend Pringleton, he's
Pingleton.
the Pingleton Pringles. He's gonna. The aura around his bandages are gonna switch from like a bluey hue to dark red, and he starts to take some slow steps, and then all of a sudden, you know, like that one scene with Toji where he takes a step, but then he just blips out and then reappears. That's basically what's going to happen. He's going to be stood in front of Ophelia, and then without even saying a word, he's just going to start laying into her. Dun, 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 dun. So first attack is going to be 23, which will hit. So that is 11
How do you want to
points.
do this? I didn't even need to check the damage. It's on 1, for fuck's sake.
He's going to smack her, and then as she like crumbles down, he's going to keep smacking her in the face over and over and over until her head's just like a messy pulp. And then with that, he's going to stand up slowly and then turn towards Draven, and with the rest of his movement, what was that, 30, 35, 40, turns to Draven, and then second attack, bash, 18, which will hit.
Yeah.
That's 10
Yeah.
on the first attack, and then spend a key point to do flurry of blows. Let me get rid of that. Oh, that was deflect missiles. Ignore that. Well, 21 still hits anyway. So then that's another 10 points of damage. So we're on 20.
How do you want to do this?
Yes. Yeah. So after slamming into both of them, he's gonna run up to Draven after taking out Ophelia, and then he's gonna smack Draven once, knock some teeth out of his mouth, and then going to grab him by the beard, tear the beard off his face, and then with his other hand, he's going to lift him up slowly with one hand into the air, and then with his hand, he's just going to crush the neck and click it out of place, and then just drop him on the floor.
Hey.
And he's gonna, as he drops, he's just going to say, "That's for Pringleton."
And then just as Reyn says that, I'm gonna just, with one of my dragon-sized hands, just like fucking smush Ophelia into the ground.
Nice.
After killing them,
Oh, not an ancient evil. Please, not an ancient evil.
A beholder magically appears.
you hear a roar in the back of your head again. This time, the whole building seems to shake as it happens. As this happens, you see the entire floor starts to glow, and hands start coming up from the floor
Oh, that's gross.
to grab at everything.
I'm just gonna start flying in the air.
I'm gonna run and try and grab onto Jun'Gall.
As the hands grab Draven and Ophelia, they get sucked into the floor and pulled back out at the top of the room.
Oh.
You see the hands start to extend further and further out of the floor, the ceiling, the walls, trying to grab at anything. All the corpses, all the city folk that were in cages around the arena.
I forgot about them.
And it starts to grip at you. And
Oh no.
as it starts to grab you and drag you down, you start to feel it sucking the life force out of you as you get pulled and pulled and pulled.
We're getting dragged through the floor right now.
You're getting there. As you get close to the floor, you feel a rumble in the room. And as it rumbles, the wall, part of the wall cracks open. And
Oh no.
coming through it seems to be a lot of rats.
Crazy? That was crazy. Yeah.
As they all come through, it seems to be an absolutely huge army of them. You've never seen anything like this. Nothing this big. And as they come through like a flood, they start running towards Ophelia and Draven. On top of this flood, you see a bed getting carried along over to Draven and Ophelia. On this bed, the front of it, just before you get sucked into the ground, you see a name engraved on the front of the bed. Pigley von Maldrax Gravenmore.
It's fucking Pigley. He's
What
the
the
This
fuck?
whole army runs through and starts jumping on Draven and Ophelia.
Oh my god!
And as they
I've just
start
realised-
to get overwhelmed
You are so fucking slow.
by the rats, they start to eat them alive.
Go on, Pigley.
Das
You hear
fuck.
Go
the
on, Pigley.
voice start to scream as the two get taken over. And as they
Oh.
disappear and you get pulled into the ground, everything goes dark.
Oh my god.
I sleep.
When you,
A long rest.
while you're in the ground, yeah. And as you fall asleep,
Oh no!
you wake up. But you don't wake up in a way that you would think.
Okay.
You can see what is going on around you, and you can feel your body moving. But neither of you have control over your body anymore.
What the fuck?
You see yourselves walking through the town as a hollow shell of what you once were,
We got
able to
we got
see what is going on around you, but not
fucking- we got Lich
able to
King.
do anything.
Oh,
You see all
what-
the townsfolk walking round. You see the family that you helped. You see Frere walking round.
Who's dead? Where's Pringleton? Is Pringleton okay?
He's undead.
And on
Pringleton's
top of
been
everything,
devoured.
you see the silhouette of a figure over towards the mansion. What it looks like is a large skeletal figure with a bright light coming from it,
Okay.
but you can't quite tell. Based off what you're looking at, you can't tell what exactly or who exactly it is.
A
As
large
the
skeleton.
shell of yourself starts walking round, he starts to look up to see a small child looking down from the hole that you once fell down. And with that, your characters black out.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
That was Piggly.
No,
That was
really?
Piggly.
The name on the bed?
Oh, okay, that was beautiful actually. Hang on. Holy shit.
Fucking hell. I would. Okay, fair one.